Welcome to the Planescape, where good and evil clash, where law and order maintain their delicate balance. The battleground for gods and monsters. Many heroes have written their legends in the stars of the astral sea, but these are not their stories. The Aspera and her crew, Kyana, Vhas, Virla, and Dani, may not be the stuff of legends yet, but they're definitely rolling with difficulty.
Hello, and welcome to our little planes-hopping D&D campaign, folks. My name is Austin, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and as always, I'm joined by my...
Neighborhood?
I'll start over. I don't give a shit. We'll do this as many times as it takes.
Turn this car around. I will leave it in the end here with me.
If we get to roast Sophia, then everyone's on the top block
fair
here.
Game, baby. This is all staying in there.
It's unisex.
I don't think they were ready for this energy that we're bringing tonight.
I don't think we're ready for this energy.
We say this every episode. Every episode now. It's like there's a weird energy we've brought today.
About this episode is that all of us, the cast, are metatextually aware that at some point in this episode we are going to have a big fight, but our characters are
not. You know
not.
that every session, though. It's a D&D, it's a combat simulator. You know,
but this one's the ultimate
there's an
faux
increased
pas.
sense. Yeah, there's an increased sense of dread because, like, we know that it's happening for more so now.
And it's a bride crashing a wedding. This is a scandal in the making.
Yeah,
we can't be normal about this. Everyone's got their red wine.
Everyone place your bets. I'm personally at the. If anyone objects to this wedding, please speak now.
Oh, that'd be so good. I'm going with it's gonna cut off your best man speech, so you don't need to write it.
Hello, and welcome to our little plane-hopping campaign, folks. My name is Austin, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and as always, I am joined by my fiancés fighting feisty fungal infection. Say hello!
All right,
we're all getting married?
Yeah,
okay.
Y'all are getting married.
Oh!
You marry one of us, you marry all of us.
Throws garbage off the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, we watched those movies last week. They're still so good.
Welcome back from our 1 week hiatus for you guys. For us, it feels like we were recording 20 minutes ago. That's how I feel anyway. Before we get started and see what kind of hijinks we get up to at this most joyous of days, Sophia, you're gonna talk about the people who sponsor us.
Yeah, and if you've been watching this cage match or whatever the fuck they do in the WWE, and entering the ring now with a ad read, it's Sophia. Today's adventure is brought to you by World Anvil. World Anvil is a browser-based world-building, writing, and game mastering software designed to help you, the creator, plan and world build, all while keeping your work organized and in one place. With over 45 supported game systems and the capability to create your own, World Anvil provides solutions for GMs and players alike to play, plan, and present their adventures and campaigns. World Anvil features over 25 article templates, interactive maps, custom timelines, fully adaptable wikis, and any other tools you need to organize your story, keeping all of those notes from the table in one convenient place. Keep track of your players' adventures, key NPCs, plan upcoming encounters, create magic items, and so much more. You could even use Chronicles to combine the capabilities of timelines and maps to plot events across time and space. Perfect for a long-running TTRPG campaign or perhaps a actual play podcast spanning, at this point, for 3.5 seasons. I can do math. Or a single finely tuned adventure. Interested? Of course you are, and it only gets better because for our listeners, World Anvil is offering a special discount. Just use code PLUG for up to 40% off a yearly membership. That's code PLUG, P-L-U-G, for 40% off a yearly membership. And thank you again to World Anvil for sponsoring today's adventure. And I've only seen the Royal Rumble, so I assume at this point another wrestler has now entered the ring, and with that I will make my exit off it onto the floor, disqualifying me and sending this ad read back over to Austin.
We're not going to harp on any of that tonight.
I lost the
right
plot
past
there.
it. Cool. Thank you.
I don't know enough about wrestling to... Yeah.
I've only seen one event, and it was after my boyfriend's brother's engagement party. Everyone went back to their place, and we watched the Royal Rumble, and that's the only time. I didn't know what was going on, but a bunch of guys in fun costumes came out, and there were 9 people in the ring at one point. I guess that's fine.
In that universe, I guess I was imagining you were the I don't know the term. The heel is like the bad guy, I think.
The heel's the bad guy.
Yeah.
The bad guy.
Because you were just killing the vibe and all energy and momentum stopped with an ad read. And
maybe.
It was after an
Coming
engagement
into the
party.
ring,
If
it's
So
the
Ben would
Mood
like
Killer.
to design a wrestler persona for me, great. I'll
The
do
Mood
absolutely
Killer
nothing
is
with
such
that.
a good name.
It
Right?
is.
Killer's pretty
Yeah.
good.
For a heel, yeah.
With my finishing
Oh my
move,
God, is that
vibe
the
check.
jinx?
It's
Oh.
a
There
big
you go.
jump.
All right. Well, we've gotten it out of our system. Probably. Maybe. No, wait, we still got a little more. Mark, go ahead.
I'm done.
How much more bit can one man take?
Just wringing it for all it's worth.
Ringing
Ring?
it? Ah.
I don't know.
Okay.
With
We're
no
just getting
further
far.
ado,
Yep.
There's so much further.
let us
ado.
begin Season 4, Episode 6 of Rolling with Difficulty, The Adventures of the Crew of Aspera. When last we left our heroes, you were preparing for the imminent matrimonies. Virla traveled around as a freelance postal service, delivering wedding invitations days before the event, when not only do people need to travel from out of town, they have to travel from out of dimension.
Shut up.
It's not your fault. This is the way that weddings work in the Planescape. I wouldn't worry about it. Kyana obtained a very thoughtful gift from the Feywild and fought some little fucking buggers while she was at it. Dani saved the cake,
Hell yeah.
perhaps the most clutch move of the entire wedding, and no one was there to witness it.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstein over there, they know what's up. They have a new
Are they invited to the wedding?
Guildenstein.
Guildenstein, whatever.
No, wait, what was that one? What's more?
What?
Guildenstein.
Guildenstein?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstein.
It's actually
No.
Guildenstein's monster.
Guildenstein's monster.
Killing me, Smalls.
Still not right. Anyway, and then while Finbar was preparing, we instead cut across to the heroic realms of Easgard, where Vhas, in our second, at last my right arm is whole again moment, recovered his sword and discovered a plot to ruin the upcoming wedding between Finbar and Elyse from followers of the Demon Queen of Fungus herself, Zuktamoy, a revenge quest following the death of the dread Mallow Sibrius. We begin not in Easgard, not where Eden or Vhas had emerged into Sigil, but instead in a beautiful Feywild park here in Sigil, enclosed in a glass dome to keep the sort of greenhouse environment. Even though it's enclosed in this way, it's not hot or stuffy or anything in here. It's instead just like a perfect ambient. There's even wind somehow, even though it's got walls on the inside. It's just this perfect, beautiful day. The leaves here all glow, almost an artificial green. They're so healthy. The ground just flowers blooming where people step. And we see many chairs set out, a carpet laid out for the aisle. There's a kind of woven, there's a word for it, but the archway that you build over a wedding. There's a word for it. Forgive me for forgetting it, but sort of where the couple is going to stand. There's this beautiful archway and this kind of stone backing where Neve, Neve the Firbolg, known as the Oak Speaker from Hundekiln in the Feywild, will be performing the ceremony where she will stand while Finbar and Elyse stand under the arch. It's here that we see people are beginning to arrive and take seats. There are two small tents, sort of visible but kind of pushed off to the side so that they're not too evident, even though a lot of the, let's say, preparations were undertaken at Hera's palace. Your final preparations are being made here, so there's a groom's tent and a bride's tent, and as we cut in, we'll move towards the tent that's sort of near the back where she's going to be able to walk down the aisle. We see inside, we see Elyse getting ready, like last adjustments being made to her dress and to her veil. You see that she's wearing this beautiful, it's a white dress, but it has gold design across it. And her veil has, consult my notes.
You guys, he actually got Tim Gunn to design these.
Actually,
I watched so much Say Yes to the Dress in the last 48 hours. Austin, if this is not the single greatest description of a wedding ensemble that has ever been presented.
It definitely won't be. You see,
Oh my
her
God.
veil has, again, it's a veil, it's transparent, but it has opaque kind of star imagery throughout it. So she has, it's classy, but a little bit on the ostentatious side. It's a little bit turned up. It's a little big, and in this tent as well, we see there is Kyana, Dani, and Nell.
Yeah.
As well. So,
The best NPC.
Kiana, Dani, what are you wearing? And I'll let you guys know what Nell is wearing.
If no one told me to do anything else, Dani is re-wearing her outfit from the fancy gala.
I assumed she would be.
Similarly, Kyana is wearing her nice gi, the one that's got like the purple like star pattern on it. Because I
Fantastic.
have not many clothes, but these are my nice ones.
Whenever I hear ghee, I can only think of the Chris Fleming, Grandmama, bring me ghee. No, it's an Indian butter. I don't know if anyone else knows that, but I love it. So you guys are wearing outfits that are familiar to us. Nell is wearing, like, the most mother of a bride, like,
Incredible.
old-fashioned looking
Incredible.
dress you can imagine. It's, like, purple and kind of baggy. There's, like, a ribbon tied around the waist, which she's like a frog, so it doesn't like cinch or anything. She's just got a band going around her midsection.
This is
Does it have like the
incredible.
little like
She's-
capelet that they love to put on Mother of the Bride dresses? The like kind of like,
Like the
sheer.
shawl?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, it's kind of modesty. It goes all the way down to the wrists. The sleeves, like, they go all the way down. They're fitted.
Incredible.
So, like, there's not an inch of skin below the neck is visible.
Well, of course, we have to avert the scandal of,
No one wants to see that frog skin.
we can't
She is-
upstage the bride after all.
She is currently making very, very tiny, very slow modifications to, like, the bouquets are here, right? So, like, she's, like, slowly kind of changing a flower so that's more in place. How do you guys feel? What are you going about doing?
It's highly dependent on how Elyse is feeling right now.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check, Kyana.
Oh, please. It must be my wedding, because this is so wonderful.
May I also roll an insight check?
I would love for you to roll an insight check.
How about a 26?
26? I'd love... Please roll a 1, Dani.
How about a 10?
Yes.
10? Roll me... Dani, can you roll me, like, a nerves check? Just roll me a charisma check, a raw charisma check.
Okay, I'm not terrible at these anymore.
I know you're not.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
let's go.
Dani, you are solid as a rock, and you look over and you're like, Elyse is slipping, man. Like, Elyse is on the edge. Like, whatever I can do to carry this wedding, I have to, like, look at my hand. Look at my hand. It is rock solid. I'm gonna carry this wedding. I will take care of anything. Kyana, you look over at Elyse. She is uncharacteristically chill. Like, she is actually, like, there's a little bit of fidget to her, but she is, like, she's not, like, brought up worrying about any logistics. She is just a kind of nervous, excited, and you feel pretty good as you watch her, like, this, uncharacteristically pretty prepared for the day. Dani, you gotta do anything in your power to make
As
sure this
per
goes off without
fucking
a hitch, because
always,
Elyse
it
is
all
so close
comes
to
down to
breaking.
Dani. Everything is in my hands.
I'm with Dani on this one. I think the fact that she's being uncharacteristically calm is it's a time
Concerning.
bomb waiting to explode.
So there are these great breathing techniques I learned in the Underdark for meditation. They're awesome. They're so relaxing. Everything just falls away, and it's as smooth as the astral sea. So we're just gonna, and then we hold.
Okay,
it for
she
a few seconds.
she gives a nod. She was currently, like, fussing with her hair a little bit. She puts her hands down and she starts following you.
Yeah, we hold it for a few seconds, and then we just let it out.
When she's in the middle of breathing, hey, man, it's your day. Like, you gotta do what's best for you, you know?
Hold it. Okay, let it out.
No matter what it is, no matter what the thing that's booked, like, if you gotta let it out, you gotta let it out, you know?
The angel of the
trying to
Dani on Elyse's shoulders.
Two kinds of self-care.
We just do it again.
She's like,
Great.
how's everyone? Can someone check and see, like, if people are sitting and getting down okay? Can we make sure that, like, people are here? Like, we're supposed to start soon. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that people have arrived okay.
I'll pop my head out and look.
Okay. You cup your head out. Yeah, go ahead.
Perception
you don't need to roll
check.
perception. Who would you like to take a spy for? Who are you looking to see? Anyone in particular, or just kind of trying to gauge the crowd?
Probably trying to gauge the crowd. Although if I spot anybody, if I spot one of like the 3 people I'm personally emotionally invested in, I'll be like, oh shit, Cressida's here. But other than that.
Yeah, it's personally invested in. You mean the PCs I get to torture? Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. So yeah, you take a look out. It seems like people are really finding their place. Hira is here. Hira came over with you guys. Everyone is also here. Everyone is wearing like a tux, right? Like everyone is here as Hira's +1, not as a romantic interest, but a romantic partner, but as like a servant.
Hira doesn't go anywhere without a servant, so this makes sense.
Exactly. So everyone is like full on butler, like white gloves, the whole 9 yards, like waiting. Like pulls out a chair and like brushes it off. Hira goes to sit on it. Of course, doesn't sit, just kind of floats over it. But Hira's wearing the pants that like flare out at the bottom, but like a stupid amount. And because they're constantly generating a little breeze, like they're always kind of fluttering in the wind. Like seriously, they go from leg width to like a 3-foot radius. They're like huge. And they are wearing a top, but it's completely sheer and see-through.
Yes! If this whole episode is just a fashion show, we have succeeded
Obligatory
as a
fan
podcast.
art on our desk on Monday.
Hira
just
is
like
here to show
umbrella
off to
term.
Karun Detrasi.
It is buttoned up all the way to the Adam's apple, but is completely see-through.
Perfect.
Showing off for Karun Detrasi so they can get Karun Nasty,
Ew.
Disgusting. This is a
Almost
wedding.
worth an inspiration, but not quite. Speaking of Karun Detrasi has also arrived. He's kind of like walking around, like kind of spying on people a little bit, like trying to see if there's anyone interesting to talk to. You see their outfit is it's also suit-like, but it's kind of like it's green, iridescent, like beetle carapace kind of look. And the pants look like they're just made of sequins like the size of oranges, just sewn together.
Huh. That sounds like it would chafe in the middle real bad.
It kind of clacks a lot as he moves. Who else? We'll also say the whole heap is here.
Hey!
What are they dressed in?
They're currently arriving, taking their seats. You see that Mandy is wearing a dress, like a very short dress, but it's like chainmail-y. It's kind of like silver and like together.
I'm getting like Nimona vibes.
Sadie and Marnie are here. They're both wearing matching red jumpsuits.
Ooh.
The girlies are out.
Okay.
Otto is of course here. He's wearing this like black button-down shirt, high collar with this like paisley red vest, and he's got his red jacket that he always wears, but it's been like starched. It's like as clean as you've ever seen it, perfectly starched, wearing that over the vest and the black shirt, black pants.
All right, that's a look.
Roy is also here. He's wearing literally what he has always worn, but he's got a pair of suspenders on.
All right, yeah.
I'm thinking like he always wears like
Fancy.
like a t-shirt and like Crocs and like things that might be swim shorts, and like nobody comments on it because he's just that good looking anyway.
It's one of those cases where it's like the hotter you are, the stupider you can dress.
Yeah.
Fashion icon.
Is anyone in white? I need to scope that out.
Oh, that's important.
No one is in white. No one is
Okay,
wearing
good.
white right now.
I don't need to surreptitiously spill a drink on anybody.
All
We're
of
good.
my spell sniper abilities are honed in on a glass of red wine and anyone in this party who shows up in white.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
We're ready.
The girlies are out.
And armed.
Also, all the Firbolgs arrived like 2 hours early.
Yeah.
They've all been here for forever.
I mean, that was a crapshoot. They were making it out of the Feywild.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of lucky they came here on the right day, actually.
Yeah.
They all arrived really early. They're all sitting down. They're wearing various Feywild vests, which, as you can imagine, is kind of whimsical. It's very like chic trying to think, like, sorry, I don't know weddings super well. It's very chic, like, kind of, like an Appalachian kind of, like, people, you're going to be outside, there's going to be fireflies, a lot of it's going to be a do-it-yourself wedding, and they're like, everyone, like, dress comfortable, dress nice, dress comfortable. They're all kind of wearing that. There's a lot of, like,
shoes.
Corduroys and things like, like, nice walking shoes, things like that, exactly. People got some canes and things like that. It's nothing crazy. But, yeah, so that is everyone. You take a look. It seems like a lot of people are here already, so, and finding their seats just as they're supposed to.
Good.
All working well so far, boss.
Remember, if you need to, you can just scream. It's totally fine. You're the bride. You can do, like, literally anything you want. You have, like, the free pass card for the day.
Elyse looks at you, straightens a bit of the like top, and then puts a hand on your shoulder. Dani looks you deep in the eyes, and then doesn't say anything, just takes her hand down and goes back to doing breathing while she looks in the mirror.
God, it's so much worse than I thought.
All right, with that, let's cut over to the boys' tent.
Boys' night.
Boys'
All right,
Wake up. No.
I was like, where's Veerla?
That is perfectly in line with
there.
my. I've been both a groomsman and a bridesmaid in my life, and the bridesmaids, you're like going from like 5 a.m. through the entire wedding day. Like, it is always on. And groomsmen, we like rocked up an hour before the ceremony started. Like, hey, everyone's already dressed. Let's like eat some croissants.
See, I guess that would normally be the case. Veerla has cleared his conspiracy board for the purpose of this wedding. He is also trying to make sure that this is going off as without a hitch as possible. He is up at 5 a.m.
People who could attack the wedding, and they're just a list of like bad guys you haven't killed yet.
I had to
9
stop
players.
because there was just too much.
Ghost of Endelian.
It's like writing. I was gonna say it's like writing the happy birthday thing. It's just like smaller and smaller as you get to the bottom. You realize you need more space.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I had to
So
stop
tell me,
because the villain list
sorry, go on.
exceeded the guest list.
Finbar, first off, what are people wearing, and is there anyone else in the tent with you besides Veerla currently?
I will say, the fairies, the pixies are all here.
Of course,
they're
obviously.
helping
Little
him.
suits.
All of them in suits. They're cutlery along with them. And they're just helping me adjust the suit. Finbar has been, he's wearing a black suit, a shawl of violet leaves coming down his shoulders. Coriander is also here. She's sleeping in the corner.
Who's ring bearer? Is it Coriander? Is it someone
Ring
else?
dog.
It's Coriander.
It is Coriander. Yes.
Peace Blossom? Okay.
Yes.
No. Stop trying to reintroduce Peace Blossom into the cast.
Oh, he's here. He and Sidney are both here.
Sydney's fine.
Sydney.
Peace Blossom's on thin fucking ice.
Sidney is an ex, so I don't know if... Anyway, Sidney and Peace Blossom are both here. Coriander is a little bow ready to be the ring bearer. Cool, yeah, is there anyone, so that's just you guys then. Neve is also, like, hanging around in an official capacity, but she's kind of standing outside to give you guys, like, changing privacy if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
And Veerla, what are you wearing?
Veerla is kind of similar base clothing as Finbar, black pants, black blazer. He's wearing a scarf, but instead of it his usual blue, it's kind of the same purple lavender lilac that Finbar has. He also has like Finbar's shawl that's sort of made out of like this foliage and these flowers. Veerla has one on his lapel.
Aww.
And like
Fantastic.
a similar
the lavender lilac is the color of the flowers, by the way. That's on the...
lavender lilac. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's the color of the flowers. That's
And
already canon, actually. So
And a similarly colored vest, maybe like a different shade to kind of offset the scarf, but yeah.
fantastic.
And he's also helping the pixies just make sure that Finbar is all tip top. And instead of trying to assume, he's going to straight up ask, "How are you feeling?"
I don't know. I didn't think I'd make it all the way this far.
One
Certainly
more
that's
day
something
till
to celebrate,
retirement.
I think.
I didn't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Excited, scared, happy, all that.
But you're used to all of those, right?
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it's I'm fighting something. You know,
That's fair.
you know, this is it's my little honeybee this time around.
Well, don't think you're not. Well, let's be clear. You're not fighting Elyse.
Well-
But rather the things that you will be fighting, you will have a constant partner to help you with. Think of it as that.
All right. Yeah. And what about you guys? Are you guys gonna be all right?
No.
Oh!
Well, I mean, it's... No. We've formed a family in these last few years, and I don't think I would be very honest if I were to, puff up my chest and say that I'm okay. We'll miss you a lot, Finbar. But I would rather have you leave the crew for this purpose than any other reason, I think I had mentioned this when you had first asked me to be your best man. Not many adventurers get the privilege to leave. And believe me, I know. So I'm glad that you'll have that opportunity.
I
and
guess.
We're not okay now, but we will be okay. At the very least, you can hope and pray that some of your self-care techniques have rubbed off on us, hopefully.
Well, if you guys are ever hungry, I'm here in Sigil, so come find me. I'll make sure y'all are fed like old times.
Like old times.
And wow, I'm thinking too far ahead, aren't I? Oh man.
One step at a time, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's
gonna be
get you out there.
Yeah. All right.
The ring's on you, and then we can
Yeah.
eat and revel, and we'll see where things go from there. But I suppose in a similar way, you have made the Aspera a home, and it is a home that you are always welcome to.
And thank you, Vera. The adventures we've had together. Never gonna forget those. I'll be telling those stories years to come.
I don't think I would be alive to tell those stories if not for you. So thank you.
All right. Now, we got a wedding and then a big ass party afterwards.
Hell yes. I give him a hug.
All right,
Oh, God.
Viola, you peek out to see, it's starting to get down to go time at this point.
Oh, hey,
go ahead and
Viola.
roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I look at Kyana looking at it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking for the guest PCs. I'm also looking for Cressida.
Okay.
Was it perception?
Yes.
This is a natural one.
Natural one. Okay.
Get it
it's
out now.
very
Get it all out now.
It's more people are arriving. It's very distracting because Delphine has just arrived, and
Oh, fuck.
Delphine, on top of being tall, her hair is in this fucking soft serve swirl updo.
Yes!
I don't think I
Jesus.
sent an invitation to her.
she got one. And it's got
Mistress
actual
provides.
living butterflies in it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Like there are little butterflies crawling around.
Elise doesn't have
she's
living
wearing-
butterflies in her hair.
She's wearing a purple dress, and the slit just goes all the way up the side.
Holy. Okay. All right.
She really fills a room with her presence.
Did Cressida bring Lula? I feel like that would be much easier to spot.
You don't see Lula around.
I think of it as finding your teacher at the grocery store when you're a young kid in elementary school. This is a context in which I should never be seeing you. And here we are.
Yeah.
Virla, that natural one, you go and scan the crowd. There's a bunch of Verbos, and then you see Delphine, and Delphine's really making Hira and Karundatrasi, not happy to be upstaged. really being upstaged right now.
Incredible.
And as you are looking out, you didn't even notice, standing just to your left outside the tent, a familiar kind of lilt voice comes to you, and you see a bluish half-elf, dressed up a little bit. You see Catriona, Cat, standing there, or rather, you don't see. You hear as she speaks to you, and then turn and are startled by her. You hear her say, "So, you're all prepared for the big day?"
Fuck! Oh my goodness. Catriona, hello.
How are you?
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you didn't give her an invitation.
I just assume that Mistra emailed everybody on her short list.
Speed dial.
Crash the wedding, shit's going down.
Reply all.
Yeah.
Finbar turns to you. I might have sent out a couple extra invites just to let you know.
You didn't send one to Kat. She has weirdly appeared here.
I don't know about Kat, but Delphine definitely sent an invite out to her.
Wedding photographer.
All right.
Delphine got an invitation. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, she startles you, Virla.
Yeah.
And then, you asked, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
She gives a shrug, takes out a notebook, writes a little something down quick, puts it away, and says, "I came here to watch the show."
I don't. Okay, let's continue this metaphor. Do you have tickets to the show?
I can just stand in the back if it's a problem.
I don't think that's how weddings work. I don't think that's how private events work. I sincerely do apologize. I don't mean to be rude or standoffish, but I cannot stress enough that I have been planning this for the last few weeks, and this is the most important thing that I need executed perfectly. I cannot stress this enough.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
2.
Yay.
She nods, she goes, "Sorry, I didn't realize that I'd be stepping on so many toes by doing it. I'll let you be. Oh, before I go, I'm still working on the whole stanza phrasing. You haven't come up with like a title in the last couple of days, have you?
No, I am
All right.
sorry about that.
All right. You see, she like goes to walk off, stops, like points in another direction, kind of wanders off into trees.
I watch her leave.
Yeah, she seems to disappear.
Is this the area that has those random portals to the Feywild?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fingers crossed she knows where those are.
How many guests do you think are going to be
Gosh, it
left by
doesn't.
the time it's we disperse to the reception, you know?
Are we making it to the reception?
Hopefully there's more people, actually.
Okay.
Unsettled by all of this, Virla, you hear Neve say, lean in and whisper to you guys. Like, she comes around the corner where she's been standing and she whispers, "It's about time for us to get beginning, so why don't y'all finish up your last preparations? We'll get Finbar up where he's supposed to be, and then everyone else can fall into place."
All right. We'll be right out. Thank you.
Cool. Sophia, you had something you wanted to do.
Oh, yeah, Plug is here. He's got a little
Of course.
bow tie on again. But if there are butterflies rogue in the ceremony area, Dani is not watching Plug. She is pretty focused on Elyse. So
Okay.
that I will leave that to the DM's discretion what the cat gets up to in the interim.
Okay. Yeah.
That's actually
Weird
the next.
little dudes,
That's
too.
actually the next weird little dudes episode.
That's a pretty good idea.
Oh my god, yes.
Weirder little dudes.
Back and weirder than ever. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. All right, Finbar, you go and take your place at the front. People start to see. You see, like, people are sitting down now. Enoch and the monks have all arrived. All of them that you invited.
Hell yeah.
There's just a bunch of them. They're all in. Especially, I'll describe Enoch is wearing the exact outfit he always wears, but it looks to be made of finer stuff. It's like he literally probably did conjured a duplicate from Limbo that was like the same generic look, but this is like crushed velvet and lace and silk and things like that. Like, there's a lot going on here. It's like texturally, clearly looks different. It's a higher pedigree. The monks, to varying degrees, are all basically in the same kind of vibe, where it's like an outfit that you'd very simplistic monk standard, but of finer material so as to not stand out. There seems to be like real gold and things like that accentuating.
Swanky.
So, it's kind of a nice look, and you see they all go and take their seats. The audience is filled up. Finbar goes and stands on the at the altar. Would that be the right word, I guess?
Yeah.
And Virla stands just off to his side behind him. It's time for you guys to take your place. If I'm remembering correctly, you will walk down the aisle. Typically, you'd be walking down with other people, but Planescape, some things are different.
Yeah, I will say, this is a
down.
fantasy world that you control. You can make the weddings be whatever you want.
I am. And so it's going to be time for you guys to
in a
walk
bubble,
down,
like
and
Linda
then
from
followed by Elise. All right. Anything last minute to do?
When Elyse comes out, it just kind of give Finbar like a playful nudge, like, hey.
Hey.
All right, fantastic.
That's my wife.
You see music, ethereal music begins. We have Dani and Kyana. You walk down, take your place on the other side of the aisle.
Yeah, always like
Opposite
a beat off
Virla.
step from the music. like Dani's
Just a
focusing
little
so
bit off.
hard on trying to hit the right beat that she is missing it by like a half beat.
Virla sees
Fantastic.
this. He's passive aggressively like he has his hands like together and in front of him. He is passive aggressively like golf tapping in time to the beat, desperately wishing that Dani can like see him and like.
My passive wisdom is like, which is perception. That's like 9, dude. Good fucking.
Dani's
tries
really
to-
focused on the feet. Kiana's got it. Lockstep, totally good.
Thank you.
We see the ring bearer, I forget his name.
Coriander.
Coriander comes down, trotting little blink dog, little scary skinny blink dog looking thing, trots down, little basket in mouth with rings, walks up to Virla for you to take, and then takes a seat next to Virla. And then the music kicks up, emerging from around a tree. We see Elyse. My cat has decided to make noise. We see Elyse emerges, veil, lavender, flowers, and walks down the aisle, train behind her, and then to the front. Virla, you give Finbar that playful nudge, and stops. Takes her place across from you, Finbar. Neve opens the ceremony, welcomes everyone, and without having to go through all of the details, many things are similar. To how we would understand a wedding ceremony to get underway. There's a specific vibe from it for being a Feywild ceremony, and for Sylvanas specifically, this is an acolyte of Sylvanas. So there's a lot of talk about growth. There's a lot of talk about life together, and the increased quality of life when it is shared with others. The very notion of things grow better together when they are growing. Things grow better when they are growing together. That a forest cannot be just one tree sort of situation. There's a lot of that kind of motif in the descriptions that she gives. I'll ask, I don't know, Wally, if Finbar has vows, or if you would like to skip over them and just say basically what give a short description of what he might say, or if you actually have something to read.
Yeah, I have some vows. So Finbar, when the time for the vows comes up, Finbar he's been
going.
staring at Elyse for a while. He kind of snaps out of it. Oh, right, yeah, vows. He looks through his pockets, and he's like, Virla, vows.
What do you have them written down? You can write. Just speak from your heart.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You didn't prepare anything?
Elyse, when you found me, I was out in the sea of stars, the astral sea, and at that time, I didn't think I could find a view as breathtaking as the infinite expanse between planes. But right now, I think I've got something better. I look forward to starting a new chapter of my life with you. An infinite amount of adventures, an infinite amount of fun, and an infinite amount of food. To my shining star, I love you.
Neve passes it to Elyse. She says, Finbar, I've never put much stock in words. Actions are better. But I've also never shied away from a challenge. So here's one for us. One day at a time. Let's make a better life. Try new things. add new things, make something unforgettable. The indisputable best marriage of all time. I love you too.
Woo!
You see Neve spreads her arms, says to the crowd, if there are any who believe that these two should not be wed, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Kyana cracks her knuckles.
There's a tense moment.
Passive 22 perception check.
The outline of the cannon for the briefest moment, as though it's almost about to be summoned, keeps appearing and disappearing.
Neve places a hand on both of you. She's going to cast Ceremony. She's going to choose Marriage, which means that for, I believe, a week, you and Elyse's ACs both increase by 2.
Ooh.
You'll need this in the coming days.
And she says, then without any further ado, could I get Wally to please roll a survival check for Vhas, and could you do it at advantage? Oh, survival or perception? Survival or perception?
Oh my god.
Eden is going to be helping you. So
I called it, but I'm still nervous.
I'll roll perception on this. Okay, here we
If
go.
they gate crash directly into the wedding, how fucking funny would that
Okay,
be?
that's great. At advantage, right?
Yep, at advantage.
Okay, even better.
Oh
21.
no, it's too soon. We're gonna
The
recover.
DC
We're
you
still gonna have to make a best man speech.
to beat them here is 20. Could you please explain Vhas and Eden's arrival into this moment? How do Vhas and Eden
my
arrive onto the
God.
scene of the wedding, having tracked down the Lycan Lich and the Lycan Bride and beaten her by mere moments as you know what's coming? What is Vhas and Eden's entrance?
I believe we're at the door of this greenhouse garden, and Vhas turns to Eden and says, I guess this is what we're wearing, right?
Fuck, I really almost spit right there. That's an inspiration. That was really good, Wally.
And he bursts through the into the room.
You guys come it's a huge greenhouse, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
it's basically a park under glass. You guys come bursting in down the aisle. Everyone turns and looks at you.
We're covered in dirt, by the way, because we've spent.
Yeah, oh yeah, you guys look like shit.
Yeah.
Eden has an arrow half drawn and, like, looks around, glances over and sees, oh, by the way, I totally forgot to mention, Casimir, Caleb, and Sierra all sitting together. Sierra is wearing just a very, like, just pink dress, lots of layers to it.
Amazing.
It's got just a very, it's a very whimsical kind of vibe. Caleb is wearing a charcoal suit with kind of like little buttons, like it's very steampunky.
I see you. I see
A little
you.
toned down from like a steampunk Halloween costume, but you still get the vibe. Casimir. First off, hair not done. Hair's a total mess.
Sure.
He's wearing this he's wearing like a Hugh Hefner smoking jacket.
Oh,
No.
disgusting!
I hate him.
Like, he was wearing probably normal clothes underneath, and then he put on the nicest robe he has, and he's got like really nice loafers and stuff on. He's kind of like lounging back. Eden like turns over and gives like a hey nod to them. Sierra stands up and gives a big wave.
You guys made it!
Kyana, you realize, say that.
Shit.
What is everyone else's reaction? What does Vhas say? What's everyone else's reaction?
I will use my action to summon the cannon and its Force Ballista 4.
Vhas,
Not
a
on her
magical
special
artillery
day.
cannon, just appears right at you.
Well, this wouldn't be the first time I greeted with cannon fire, but it looks like there's no fun guys here.
As you say that, a kind of weird, you feel kind of like a weird atmospheric change. You watch as all the grass on the ground withers, dies. As it does, it is fed upon by a growing mycelium network. You watch a spider web of white fibers spread out from the trees behind you. As it does, mushrooms burst out the fruiting bodies, little spores begin to fly in the air. These massive mushrooms burst out of the ground in between, right behind where Vhas and Eden are standing, cutting off all of the wedding, the attendants from the party. You see just this wall of mushrooms appear, and stepping out, you see from the woods this, new to all of you except for Vhas and Eden, this bone-thin, skeletal, but still, like, mummified white flesh, like, almost vacuum-sealed to the bones, looking bride does the, like, 1-2-1-2 walk as it's holding a cluster of mushrooms, mycelium veil hanging over its face, long train. From where all of the mushrooms were just growing, you see blue fungal sprouts burst, coalesce into arms, and then, like, zombies rising from the grave begin to climb up. She has cast plant growth. Her version is obviously like fungus growth, but she's cast plant growth from the woods. This is making all of the terrain difficult for the duration. And as she emerges from the woods, you hear her whisper, "Finbar, Elyse, till death do us part."
That bitch
And I'd like
wearing
everyone
white.
to please roll initiative.
That bitch wearing
Is she wearing white? This
She
is very
is
important.
wearing white.
Oh, hell no!
All right, this is going to be a crazy combat, and I'd ask everyone to please bear with me because I am running. Not only do I have all the bad guys, I also have two NPCs. One of who has a PC stat block that I got to handle.
I would like to have summoned the cannon in its red wine form, in which it just fires little globules of red wine.
No.
This means nothing to me.
Yes.
For the sake of the fights, we're considering Nell, and everyone behind the mushrooms is obscure. There are, by the way, like you saw more Chamberlain, these blue fungus creatures, the Chamberlains are like out there too. So clearly, there's like fight going on behind that's occupying wedding guests currently.
Nice way to not have to control all of the individual NPCs.
You guys
And
brought
now
like
it's
6
Davion's
or 7
turn, and now it's
CR-15
Cressida's
guys
turn,
to this
and now
wedding
it's
as it
Sierra's
is,
turn.
on top of a bunch of adventurers.
Delphine's turn.
And now it's
Anyway.
Hans's turn, and now it's
Tracy's
Eleven's turn.
Actually, did we end up seeing
Oh my
Cressida?
goodness. You didn't spy Cressida.
Davion?
I didn't.
a lot of
Hans, you
guesses.
did see Hans is there.
Oh, goody. We have a cleric in the house.
I meant to ask Blue what Hans would wear. Totally missed the ball on that one.
I'll ask him right now.
We'll get it from him. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up initiative here. By the way, you guys prevented surprise round by having Vhas and Eden show up. It was a DC 20 to beat them here.
Okay.
Damn,
nice.
I
And
can't
They
be
were
surprised.
scaling DC for what round you would have appeared. You can't be. Yes, correct. Kyana would have gotten to act as she does, but everyone else would have been shit out of luck.
The other roll that I had on that perception check was a 4. So
Nice.
All right.
Knowledge.
Lightning Bride coming in at a 19. All right. So
Ooh, there
welcome
we
to the
go.
wedding
Oh,
venue.
wow.
Yeah, boy.
So the Lightning
What?
Bride is standing here, having just emerged from underneath the altar there.
Oh
You
my
can see
god.
the Chamberlains surrounding you. They are giant, by the way. They're like really big. So, reading initiative order, we have coming in at 24 Kyana, followed by the Lycan Bride herself. Then Virla, Dani, Vhas, Eden, Elyse, Finbar, a whole heckin' line of good guys, followed finally by the Chamberlains, of which there are 4. These guys have emerged surrounding both halves of the wedding party. So there's 2 on the groom's side, 2 on the bride's side. And Kyana, I would love for you to get things kicked off for us.
Gladly. Let's start by letting me move my character. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. I'm gonna summon the arms of the astral self. And I can choose who has to make that dex save. So none for the bride and groom, except for the other bride, the one that we don't like.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
you
I
got
would
it.
love for her to make a DC 17 dexterity save.
Can't do that.
Is there an
DC-7?
accessible bottle of red wine within 10 feet of your arms when they can summon?
I assume Dani just had one on her the whole time.
under the skirt.
Yeah, because it's got the leg slit and like presumably the holsters for the Baronian Fluctuator and Topaz.
She failed.
John,
She
one of
fails?
them
Great.
is also just a full bottle.
All right, so she takes 7 points of force damage.
Showering the bottle on impact, showering her white
this
garb
one-
in red wine.
This one doesn't push her back. If we could flavor it, I will catch the bottle of red wine with one of the astral arms and then whack her with it.
Amazing.
I will make
All right.
my attack with the arms of the astral self. So just first one, hit. Okay, that's a 22.
22 to hit is going to hit.
Good. Okay, that is d6 plus 5 force damage. Okay, 6 force damage on the first punch. Okay, and second attack. It's worse. That's an 18 to hit.
18 will not hit.
Oh, that's bad.
A reminder, you can spend ki to increase your bonus to hit by 2 for every ki point spent.
That's true.
But you don't know her AC yet.
Well, I will spend 1 ki point to push that up by 2.
Okay, a 20 just hits.
Good. We now know her AC.
You do now know her AC.
And that's 8 additional points of force damage.
Okay, minus 8.
Okay, so
Okay.
that was my movement, my bonus action to summon the arms, and my action to smash a wine bottle on her head and then punch her, which feels appropriate.
Fantastic. She doesn't have any reaction to take at that, so she will take a legendary action before her turn goes off.
Beans.
She will just, she'll use one legendary action to make an attack. So she's going to make an attack against you. She's going to make Poisonous Touch against you because it's a melee attack. So here we go.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Well, that will hit.
Oh my god.
I rolled pretty decent on that. Here we go. So we have 17 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And can I get you to please make a Constitution saving throw?
Certainly, and then I'm gonna fire off my reaction, but first the con save.
Definitely.
Ugh. 6.
You are poisoned for 1 minute.
Yeah.
This
Bad.
means that you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Well, that's not good.
There are multiple. You can repeat the save at the end of your turn, ending it on success. For all players right now, I'm going to ask you to please keep track of your poisons, if you're poisoned, and who you're poisoned from. Both creatures in this fight can poison you, and if you are poisoned from both of them, you can, you have to save against both, right?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Great.
So please keep track of that, and because I can't remember that for all you guys. So,
Awesome.
Kyana,
Telekinetic reprisal. Can
you're
you
gonna
get?
do a is a strength save?
Yeah, DC 17.
She's not good at the strength so much. That's a 6.
Okay.
Might be a little higher. No, it's a 6.
Let me roll you some 2d8 force
So-
damage.
You have stumbled across her weakness, which is that she's a mostly skeletal plant.
All right. Just a
So
second.
not so much for the strength.
All right. 3 and 4. So that is 7 force damage, and she is pushed 10 feet back.
Okay. You know what? There's a wall here, so why don't you go ahead and roll an extra d6? She's going to take 10 feet of falling damage as you just slam her 10 feet backwards into a wall.
Hell
Gladly,
yeah.
that's 5 extra points.
All right, she takes an extra
Hell
5 points of
yeah.
damage. Whoops, that's 6. I need 5. There we go. Fantastic. So yeah,
Alright.
she reaches out, touches you, and then gets pushed back into the wall. Fantastic. Now it is her turn.
Oh, good.
Here's a good. What's she going to want to do? She will walk up 5, 10, 15 and stand between Elyse and Finbar.
Oh, I've already used my reaction. No.
Correct. She will she makes 4 attacks, so she's gonna do 2 on Finbar, 2 on Elyse. Finbar, we're gonna do you first, please.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I have either whale or woe?
I would love for you to roll your wheel or woe right now. Let's see how it's going.
Fantastic. That is odd. So I have woe.
Oop. Just get off the
Well,
Whoa.
You have woe?
Yes.
2 brain cells. 2 brain cells.
It might have been ominous at the start of the day when, the happiest day of your life you saw woe in the stars, but now you're like, all right, let's make some fuckers pay. Here we go. 2 attacks against you with Poisonous Touch.
Do you
for
know
melee.
how much planning a wedding fucking costs? Are you kidding me? You're crashing? Get the fuck out.
Oh, shit. Those are both really bad. The higher one is a 16. Does a 16
No,
hit?
not at all. Well,
No, 16
yeah,
is not.
no,
All right.
not at all.
The armor is on
She's
under the
gonna make-
tux.
Yeah.
She's going to make an attack against Elyse. That's even with her bonus to AC, that's still not going to save her. So it's going to hit. And then because she hit Elyse once, she's going to make 1 more attack against Finbar.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my woe to subtract a d6 from the attack roll.
Okay, do you get to know the total for it? Because I'll let you guys know the totals for these 2 rolls. Elyse has an AC of 16. I'm being nice and just saying you guys all have your armor. Elyse has a total of 16, and to hit, she rolled a 26.
Oh,
So
no, that's not gonna help. Nah.
oh my
and then
god.
to hit you, she rolled a 28.
20. Yeah, both of those are gonna hit.
So This is going to be 5d6 poison damage to both of you. So to you, it's 21 points of poison damage, and I need to make I need you to make a con save.
Okay. Yeah, that's 18 on the con save.
That's a fail. You are poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
17. Elyse is going to take 17 points of poison damage.
Okay.
She's beefier than Dani, don't worry. And she's going to make a
That's
constitution
bad
save.
for
She
many
only adds
reasons.
2 to this, and she rolls a natural 1. So she is also poisoned for 1 minute. She can repeat the save at the end of her turn.
Okay.
That is 4 attacks. She cannot take legendary actions. No spells because she used her action. That is going to be the end of the Lycan Bride's turn. Virla, you are up as you see she comes out and just like lays bony fingers that protrude in, and Elyse and Finbar both like immediately start to look unwell as they fail that Constitution saving throw. Kyana as well is not looking hot, so
Verla says,
I'm always looking
"Absolutely
hot. I'm just not looking good.
He'll just bonus action to summon Bing. He'll do it. He'll do it so that he has a line of sight between Chamberlain 3 and the Lycan Bride, and he'll pop off a lightning bolt.
all right, fantastic. So that's dex saves from both of them.
Yep, 4th level.
Chamberlain's definitely going to fail. Lycan Bride, I think likewise. Dexterity, she's okay, but she did not roll hot, so that's going to be a fail from both of them.
Cool. 9d6, because I'm casting it.
Yeah, you know what? She's not going to use her legendary resistance just yet. She's going to hold off. The Chamberlain has no legendary resistances.
32.
Nice.
Fantastic. Give me 1 sec. Minus 32 to the Chamberlain. That all like fucks it up pretty bad.
Nice.
Yeah, Lycan Bride, I mean, that hurt the Lycan Bride as well. When the Chamberlain takes damage, it releases a cloud of spores. Could I get you to please make a Constitution saving throw? It is against poison, so you will have advantage, Virla.
Yes. All right.
Everything about this.
You're
is
the only
disgusting.
creature within range for that one.
Constitution saving throw. All right, +2. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, yeah, you definitely succeed. You are not poisoned.
Cool.
Fantastic. Let's see who the Lycan Bride is going to use 2 legendary actions to use Poison Prick. The Lycan Bride
she
targets
is.
1 poison creature can see within 30 feet of it. We're going to roll to see if she's going to go for Elyse or Finbar. Finbar, you want evens or odds?
Evens?
What am I, chopped
0.
liver?
Choose 0. Choose 0.
Evens.
What do you want, Finbar?
Evens.
Evens? Alright. That's an odd. She's going to go for Elyse. Elyse needs to make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw. I'll go ahead and roll this. I think if I click this right here, it's going to roll in front of the group. Did that roll? She rolls an
Oh my
4.
god. Don't do
Does
it's
she
a
add
wedding
anything
day!
to that?
What are you doing?
No, that's with the bonus. That's with her bonus.
Oh no. Oh no no no.
It's her
Because she
wedding
failed, she
day.
falls unconscious until
It's
the
her
poison condition
wedding
ends on
day!
her. So Elyse just faints. Boom. She's not
I
at
can't
0
believe
hit
this.
points, but she is unconscious. She is unconscious until the poison condition ends on her. A reminder, she gets to make the save at the end of her turn for the poison condition.
Is she making death saves or is she just unconscious?
She is just unconscious, so she's not at 0 hit points.
Okay.
But any
okay.
melee attack against her is going to be an auto crit.
Absolutely not. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Cool. So that is her 2 of her legendary actions. She's only got 1 left. Dani, you're up.
All right, so I understand that it'll be a disadvantage because I am within range, but I do have my Eldritch Cannon already.
Correct.
So I'm going to use the Force Ballista to attack Chamberlain 1, this guy right in front of me. Disadvantage.
I'd love for you to do it.
That is a
These
17
guys are
to
just
hit.
big piles of blue mold. 19?
17.
17 still hits. Yeah.
Okay. So
Even at disadvantage, these guys are not a huge pain to hit. They're big fungus guys.
yeah, 3d8 plus 4, and it's going to get pushed 5 feet back. The 5 feet back is the really key thing
Jesus
here.
Christ.
6, 5, 11, 14 plus 4. So that's 18 points of force damage, and it is pushed 5 feet back.
Okay, 18 points of force damage is really good. He does take the damage while he's within 5 feet of you, so that cloud of spores releases. I do need you to make that Constitution saving throw against poison.
Oh, good. I'm pretty good at these. That's a 23.
23's got a big succeed. You're good.
All right, and I'm gonna now that I'm not within melee of him, just take 2 steps back, and then right in this dry patch, where both of them are within a 20-foot radius sphere, but I am not. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay. The cannon is a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Just to
All
be
right.
clear, where exactly are all the, like, where's the line where the guests are behind? Is it the mushroom wall at the bottom?
Yep. So they're on the
Okay.
other side of that.
So there's no danger
Alright.
of collateral
No,
here.
I very
Fantastic.
carefully have spent the last 5 minutes trying to make sure there was a way that both I and everyone else did not get hit if I cast a Fireball.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nell and Neve have both kind of fucked off to the side.
Great.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of our fucking backstories. All right, Fireball. It's a DC 17 dex save from both of them.
All right, I'm gonna roll for each of these -2 fuckers. Fail.
Awesome. It's 8D,
A 12, an 11, and a 0.
8d6, and I'm gonna add my Artificer D8 to the guy who I haven't hit yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I like the click-clack sound that it makes. 33 points of fire damage, plus the D8
That's
on
okay.
the guy I haven't hit, 8. So he
All right.
takes, what did I just say?
41.
41 points of fire damage.
Jesus fuck. All right, can I get you to make another Constitution saving throw as you're standing right next to Chamberlain 2 when he takes damage?
That one is a, how do I do math? 17.
That still succeeds.
Cool.
Oh, their DC is lower than the Lincoln Bride. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're not. Their DC is not close to the Lycan Bride.
Cool.
Vhas, you are up. You watch just as Dani backs up, detonates a fireball in during the middle of this ceremony. Flowers off on the side get scorched and like go up, petals flying everywhere.
Hey,
This
we
seems like a
didn't
pretty good
start
fucking
this
time. I don't know.
It's
It
like-
seems like a party.
All right then. Party it is. All right, Eden. Let's see what we can do to help out. Vhas will say, "Oi, girl with the sword. Looks like we're going to be best friends here." And he's going to move into
So quiet.
flanking.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how hard we can hit this thing.
Let's do it.
As a, can I do this? Let's see. Yeah. Bonus action. I will twin Shield of Faith on both myself and Kyana.
Sorcerer?
Ooh.
Okay. I think
Ooh.
is Shield of Faith ranged or touched?
Ranged.
Grab my hand.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So
hand.
Kyana and what is Vhas's Shield of Faith look like? This +2 to AC.
Ooh, delicious.
The sword is covered in a banner, and as he unrolls it, magic springs out from his comrades who have fallen in battle, and he says, "Right now, we're brothers in arms." Shields of Faith spring up around the both of us. You see sort of the gems on your Githyanki sword light up. He pulls his out, and he's going to make 2 attacks now.
Oh, Vhas, what is your speed? Remember, this is all difficult terrain, by the
Oh,
way. I forgot. I believe I mentioned that at the beginning.
Correct.
Kiana's been mostly okay. I think
Yeah, it
actually I
was
messed
20,
that up
that
with
was-
Kyana, but that's my bad.
I didn't
Dani's been
count it,
fine,
but it was 20, so I could make it anyway.
Okay.
Cool, fantastic, yeah.
Oh, correct. All right.
Everyone's been fine, but yeah, sorry. A reminder, this is all difficult terrain.
Interesting. Okay, great. I would have been able to get the Shield of Faith off, but I only have 15 feet of movement here. Unless
Could always
Alright.
action dash into place.
could always
still get the
action
flanking.
dash.
Do you have bonus action dash, or is that not?
No, Shield of Faith was the bonus action.
Oh, gotcha.
Don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, I'll have to use the action to dash. Yeah. Boss gets
Alright.
flanking.
So it goes.
That's it. That's
Fantastic.
decent start.
Alright, it is Eden's turn. Eden's looks at Virla, doesn't say anything, but like gives a serious nod, and then is going to focus fire on the most hurt Chamberlain. That's Chamberlain 1 over there.
Hell yeah.
Just seems natural.
Take him
She's
out.
Pretty good. It's kind of her whole thing. She doesn't have a great to hit. She's going to use her bonus action to add a D10 immediately after making an attack roll or damage roll with a ranged weapon. No, okay, so she gets to roll first. So her first shot with a longbow is natural 1, so she's not even, they're not going to bother adding 10 to that. Second shot is a natural 19. So she
Nice.
will go ahead and use bonus action to use her second Archer's Eye for the day. Remember, a reminder, Vhas, this is the same adventuring day.
I have
so,
not changed the stat,
fantastic.
his character sheet since last time.
Yeah, so she didn't take any damage, so she's still kosher. She way hits. She's gonna add 1d8 plus 1d10 plus 4 for this damage roll.
Take him out. Take him out.
As she, ooh, is it gonna be enough? 10, 8, 18 damage is not enough to take this dude out.
Jeez.
But ugly.
That is her whole turn. Elyse is unconscious. It's a shame because she has a lot of good buff that would help with poison.
But she makes
But you
the
guys make
save.
that
Finbar.
save.
She gets to make the save.
Oh, she does need to make her save.
Yes.
I will make that in
Ooh,
front of the
good
group. She
reminder.
needs a 19 to succeed.
Come on. No.
13.
Getting
She
closer.
remains poisoned. Fantastic. Finbar, you watch Elyse go down. The whole fight is everyone's throwing down now. What would you like to do?
Finbar watches Elyse go down. He tears sort of well up behind his eyes. He look up at the lichen bride and he says, "Now, you know better than to wear white at the wedding." And he bursts into stars.
Let's go.
And I will
Yeah.
activate the chalice,
Okay.
and then I will sort of swing around in and around Kyana's space, and then kneel down in front of Elyse. I put my hand on her and I will cast Lesser Restoration to remove the poison.
All right. Elyse comes back to consciousness. She is currently prone,
You might want to
but
grab her
there are
and go.
worse things. She has her action again. She looks up at you and says, "We have the worst friends."
We got the worst enemies.
Thanks, Elyse. I feel
I
really
gotta say
loved
though,
right now.
I gotta say this is on Finbar.
She's making a joke, like
Yeah.
not that you got like literally like, "Oh, our friends, these wedding crashers."
I know it's
I
just
see.
Fantastic. Finbar, what an absolute stellar turn. She does
Can
not
you
have
pick
counterspell
her
or
up and
anything.
move her or anything?
He's basically out of movement. He had to do
Yeah.
double to get through you because of the difficult
10,
terrain.
20. Yeah. No, it was
He used
20,
basically all.
10. Yeah. 30.
All right.
All right. Chamberlains are not smart. This one, by the way, it's not difficult terrain for her and her allies. I hope that's obvious. This one is going to use its last legs to roll up. It kind of like splits through the vines that are curved there, like you know, walking through the bars, just splits apart and reforms as it does. And we're going to take two. We're just going to take. Let me double check there. Stat block. Make sure there's not something smarter I should be doing.
Yeah, take your time. Look through.
Can't be affected. Failed save. Sees now. They're just gonna try and kill you guys.
Boo.
It happens.
Fantastic. So they're
creativity,
gonna
it's a
each
wedding.
they're each gonna make 2 flanking slam attacks against each of you. So first one against Virla is a 24 to hit,
Yeah, even with shield. Yeah,
and second one against Virla is a 16 to hit.
that does not hit,
Okay.
even without
So
shield.
Virla, even at advantage, did not roll high enough. Virla's going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And then we've got 2 more, because they each make 2 attacks. So there's 4 attacks at advantage coming on
Oh,
both of you
Cool.
guys. That's a crit against Virla.
Yeah. All right.
And the last one is really low. It's only a 10.
As that
Alright.
happens, Vhas will turn and see, no, we can't have another robot move now. Silvery Barbs as a reaction.
Yeah.
Silver Bob's reactions, that means re-roll the whole thing, right?
Yep.
No advantage. Just
Woohoo.
Wait, all 4
One
attacks
roll,
again, or
here we
just
go.
the second set? Or
The crit.
Is it-
just the second hit. He's canceling the. He can cancel 1 roll. He's canceling the crit.
Yes.
And,
Understood.
I roll a 12 to hit
okay.
with the silver
awesome.
barbs.
Oh, tragic.
All right.
So I only get hit the one time, right?
You only get hit 1 time.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do that reaction to lightning. Like, what is it? Lightning Hellish Rebuke. I want to save a
Gotcha.
spell. So yeah.
Got it. Okay. That is your reaction. Vhas, who gets advantage after that?
See, I'm already canceling out Kiana's disadvantage
Yeah.
to hit. Giving her advantage won't stack on
This
top
is
of
correct.
that, right?
Yeah, give it to
No.
Dani.
Yeah.
Or Finbar.
Oi. Small one, tall one with the gun.
right.
Adjust eye line. Hey, wait a second.
Blast him again.
All right.
Hell yeah.
You get advantage on your next d20 roll, whatever it is, though.
Hey, yeah, Dani was 9 inches shorter when she last wore this dress.
Yeah, it's the feathers
It's
are
a
doing
little-
a lot
it's
of
a
work
little
here.
more calf.
It's a mini skirt kind of
Alright.
deal going on.
4 attacks at advantage coming on Dani.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit on the first one.
That'll hit even with shield. Yep.
Second one is a crit.
Oh my god.
Could you guys stop?
Third one's gonna miss big. Both rolls are terrible. And the last one is a 23 to hit.
The
Yeah,
first one
all
was
of those
also a
hits.
23.
Yeah, so 2 23s and a crit.
Yep.
Cool. Finbar will use his cosmic omen on one of the 23s.
All right.
Dual
Go
wielding
ahead,
characters.
Roll your 6 down on. I should have knocked Finbar unconscious just to make Wally's life easier, but I knocked Elyse unconscious, making my life easier.
There's still time.
There's still time.
I'm
Oh, I forgot that she still has a she still has a legendary action. She hasn't made that attack, I don't think yet. So
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna roll the
so-
d6 here. Let's see.
at the end of their turn, yeah.
Let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's only.
Oh,
All right, 23 comes down to 21.
Meets it, beats it. Even with shield, I would be at a 21. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, very close. All right, so here we go. This is gonna be all. I'm gonna give you the 2 regular hits and then the crit. Ready?
Yep.
That's 11 points of bludgeoning on the first one.
Yep.
8 points of bludgeoning on the second. And I rolled max damage on the crit. It's 25 points of bludgeoning. 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dani has 4 hit points left. But I'm up!
These things come in and just begin wailing on Dani.
Every goddamn time.
To be fair, okay, I'll let you guys know. A little Impact Baseball. Chamberlain 1, who Eden almost killed, has 3 hit points left.
cool.
He's going down.
So almost dead.
Fucked.
All right, the end of their turn, the Lycan Bride is going to make an attack against Vhas with her final legendary action.
Okay.
So here we go. This is just a straight attack. We'll see if she hits.
AC 17.
AC 17. I think this is going to hit. She adds. It's a dirty 20.
Yeah. I got nothing to
All right.
stop that. Yeah.
So I need some d6s here. 23 points of poison damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh, welcome to the party.
As the poison sort of seeps out from the cloud of, I guess, spores that her hit
disgusting. That's what she's
comes,
doing.
the chitinous armor that he has on that, I have resistance to poison damage, so I only take 20.
Yes.
I think
Bloodless Vhas resisting.
11.
Hell yeah.
Can't be poisoned if the
resisting.
blood's not where the poison goes.
That's not what the poison is.
All right, and Constitution saving throw as a sorcerer. I have these. I have these.
Sorcerer.
It's a 4 though. Total of 10.
That's going to fail. You are poisoned for 1 minute. You can make the save at the end of each of your turns. A reminder, poison is disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So that's, I think everyone is poisoned except for Dani and Virla.
Correct. Yeah.
Fantastic. That ends the Chamberlain. She does her legendary action, and then it comes back to Kyana. Do a thing, Kyana.
I can't move Finbar and Eden. I think I want to try and move the Lycan Bride, if I can. Now, historically, I have picked up and relocated characters, but they were willing allies.
They were willing. You can shove a creature if you would like. Each shove takes an attack roll. You'll make a contested strength check or acrobatics. She's not. I'll let you know she's not great at either. But you can only move her 5 feet each time.
Could it be in any direction?
That's a good question. Do you know, Wally? Can it be in any direction? Does it have to be back directly?
I actually have no
I would say
idea.
you can't shove her. Like, you can shove her away from you. So any
Okay,
of the
so I
space,
can't, like,
the 3
swing
spaces
her around.
away.
All right,
Yeah,
you
you'd
know
have
what?
to swing around. You'd have to swing.
Let's just attack her.
You are flanking at least, so
Okay.
you get the.
We are flanking. I'm still. I'm
gonna
be
roll
rolling
straight because of the
'cause-
poison.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. How many of these can I do exactly? Sorry. Let's just check. Right. So my unarmed strike is qualitatively different than my Arms of the Astral Self strike, so I can't do that one as a flurry of blows, which is unfortunate because this could be really busted otherwise.
Unarmed strike and Astral Arms both let you do flurry of blows.
I can do flurry of blows with the Arms of the Astral Self?
I think. Oh, maybe not. Am I wrong about that?
It's specified. Flurry of blows says.
I thought you were doing that this whole time.
Well, see, the thing is, I thought that too. The thing is, bonus action flurry of blows, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. It would make sense, but basically now that I have the sword, it feels busted to be able to do 2 sword attacks and then also 2 astral punches.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. This game, sometimes things are busted.
If that's fine, then let's do
I'm not
it.
here to take that away from you. You're a very good sport about this. I've played with people who are like, fuck you, DM. You will not believe the Gloomstalker rogue fighter multi-class I've rolled up with. None of your bad guys will ever get initiative 1.
Okay, fine. Then I will use my normal human arms to unsheath the greater silver sword. And
you can use your spectral arms to make unarmed strikes.
Yes.
And your flurry of blows specifies that it's your unarmed strikes. So
Perfect.
you absolutely can use them.
Great. I feel real good about
Synergy.
this. All right. First attack. I'm rolling straight with a plus 11. How about a 24?
There we go.
That gonna hit.
Great. All right. That's going to be 2d6 plus 7 slashing damage on the first
Excuse me.
strike.
How does Vhas feel seeing her use a Githyanki
Shit.
greatsword? How? This is basically a question for how Githyanki Vhas still is, because this is considered kind of a sacrilegious thing, right? Among the Githyanki.
Well, right now ain't the time to ask you where you got that sword. Just kill the thing.
All right. So that's 17 slashing damage on the first strike.
Jesus fuck.
I don't know where that die went.
She's gonna have to kill you. You can't stand.
Yeah, come at me, bro. Ooh. Well, my second strike was significantly worse. So I think she's going to be spared the 13. Although,
13 is not gonna hit.
how many key points would I have to spend?
You can spend up to 3 to add up to 6.
All right, that's not going to work, I think. But I will
Yeah,
spend
you
a
could only
key
get to
point.
19.
Yeah, I will spend a key point to Flurry of Blows. All right. This one's less beefy. It's only plus 9. Ugh, that's an 18, but I will spend a key point to push that one up to a 20.
There you go.
All right, so that is going to be d6 plus 5 force damage. All right, that's only 6 force damage on the second one.
Okay.
And fourth. Ugh. It's much worse. That's only a 15. Sorry, that's actually less. That's a 13 to hit again. So yeah, I can't account for that.
Even
one.
with your extra key, yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to get up there.
All right, that was my action.
All
My
right.
bonus action. Yep, that's everything I got.
All right. A reminder that you can reckless. I mean, you're already canceling it out. All right.
I would need to be raging, and I
you need to be
use
raging as
bonus
well,
action
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Go ahead and make. It's the end of your turn. Make your Constitution
Right.
save.
All right. Again, it's only a
remember those guys.
+2.
I might forget to call it out,
Right.
so I don't want to cheat you. Anyone
Roger,
on a
Roger.
save.
Nope, it's a flat 10. This guy keeps
Sorry.
almost rolling 20s.
Still poisoned. It is now her turn. She has no idea what Vhas can do. She knows Virla just did a big ass thing, so she's not happy about that. She also doesn't like that Finbar, but she got Finbar poisoned, so she's gonna.
Hey,
She's intelligent enough to make a chance.
Vhas threw a rock at her, so
What am I,
like,
chop liver?
Vhas did throw a rock at her that one time.
yeah.
Kyana, she's gonna reach out and attack you, and she says, "Why won't you just let me have my happy day?"
Bitch!
And she's going to attack twice with poisonous touch against you. I'm calling those to begin with.
Okay.
So here we go. That's a 19 and a 23 to hit.
Those will both hit.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. My AC is 20 now because of the ward.
Oh, yes.
So only one of those hits me.
yes.
Correct. Only one of those hits. Fantastic.
I know things.
This is the other side of Kyana being incredibly honest about, well, maybe this won't be able to be flurry of blows, and it's like, no, you can do that.
Teacher, did we have homework?
15 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And that's 2 attacks. She missed on 1. Oh, she's really got to take you down, but she's also worried about Virla, so we're going to try something. She's going to try Wither, which is a ranged spell attack. Now, she will have disadvantage on this, but she's going to try to hit. Virla with Wither. That's her intelligence. Her intelligence is only +2. She's not like... She's smart enough to recognize a threat, but not a tactical genius. So, for example, she's not just going to, like, target Dani down because she's, like, an ultra puppeteer mastermind.
No, I'd only have to draw attention to myself. I think Dani
2 dice at disadvantage with Wither.
Fan.
That's going to be really bad to hit. That's only 11 to hit you, Virla.
Nope.
So realizing that's not really going to help, she's just going to make one last attack on Kyana with her poison thing. Poisonous touch. 15 to hit. Kyana's not going to hit.
Tragic.
Missed with 3 attacks. Fantastic, guys.
Oh,
All right.
That's like...
That is going to end her turn, and
I could telekinetic reprisal her and push
you
her
want
into
to telekinetic
Vhas.
reprisal her?
What is that gonna do if I push her into Vhas?
She's just go past Vhas.
Oh, yeet!
He's not
That's good.
immovable.
I just want her away from Finbar and Elyse. So that is going to be just a second.
It's a strength save or
Strength save. Yeah, DC 17.
that's a fail.
All right, let me just roll.
What happens if she succeeds?
She
take no
doesn't get
damage?
pushed, but she takes half as much damage. So 2d8.
She will use a legendary resistance to save and not get pushed.
All right, then she only takes 5 force damage because
Okay.
I rolled max on one of those dice.
Okay. She takes 5 points of force damage and supernaturally resists your telekinetic reprisal.
Weak sauce.
That does
Okay.
end her turn and brings us to Virla.
Remind me how legendary actions and resistances work. They replenish
She
for
has
every
3
turn.
legendary resistances every day. She won't get any more of those. Every time her turn comes up, she gets 3 more legendary actions.
Right.
So every
Okay.
round she can do 3 legendary actions. Some things cost more than 1 action. For example, Poison Prick, which you've seen her use to knock Elyse out, costs 2.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try this. I'm going to cast Hold Person at 5th level. So that gets me...
Can you go ahead and make an intelligence check for me real quick?
Sure. Is she wise? DM? That's a... just intelligence check.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
30-20. I'll remind you that Hold Person only works on humanoids. And
Oh, is she not a humanoid?
She's a mushroom.
She is
2 arms, 2 legs.
almost certainly
1
not
head.
normal people are humanoids. She is almost certainly not a humanoid. Neither
Right,
are any of the
okay,
fungus that
yeah.
you see.
Because,
So,
alright, like a monstrosity. Okay, understood.
yeah.
Alright.
It's a good thought, but
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh man, I'm trying not to...
We are a little bit clustered up in the collateral damage zone.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, you guys.
yeah, maybe she didn't want to get moved out of there so that she wouldn't have to worry about the fireballs or lightning bolts that are being thrown around.
Hey, I was very
man.
careful
Which
with
one of
my
you guys has-
fireball placement this time around.
I think she used a legendary action. She used a legendary action just so she wouldn't take 5 damage. Come on.
Which one of you guys
Okay.
has a vortex warp?
Yeah, alright, I will, yeah, Tasha's Mind Whip. That's
Yeah.
just 2nd level. She has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, intelligence saving throw. She does not have magic resistance, so she does not get advantage on this.
Nice.
She does, however, roll a 23.
Okay, that does succeed.
Did those silver
alright.
barbs and things like reset? Wheels and woes? Ah, it's fine.
Haven't come up.
They
Yeah.
both use their reactions, I think, after their turns.
Yeah.
Right.
It still takes half of 3d6, so let me just
Yep.
roll that right now. Psychic damage. That is 8, 9, so 4 points of psychic
She takes 4 points of psychic damage, goes through.
Right.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Does that end your turn, Virla?
I'm going to move Bing as a bonus action.
Fantastic.
Let's see. Right. Let's see. How far does 30 get me? Here?
yeah,
I'll
he's
move it.
okay. He's not real, so he doesn't have to worry about difficult terrain.
It's just
Thank
clipping
you.
through
I
it.
figured as much. Awesome.
Yeah, he's just going through all the mushrooms. All right,
All right,
the end of
yep.
Virla's turn. The Lycan Bride is going to use 2 actions. She really can't deal with Kiana's sword. It's way too much damage. So, Kyana, could I get you to please make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, you know I'm so good at these. Who could resist? How about a critical failure?
Kyana drops thud unconscious on the ground.
Sorry. I
Okay.
tried, guys. Con
Alright.
is my dump stat. Actually, I think it might be my
You
dump
double
stat.
checked with con as your dump stat is so funny. There are 2 people who con as their dump stat in this game.
Oh no,
No,
correction.
right?
Charisma is my dump stat.
I was
It's
gonna
only
say,
plus
not charisma,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only Dani who has. No, Dani has good
My
con too.
con-
I'm thinking of Dula.
You're thinking of my
Uh,
character from a completely unrelated
wisdom.
campaign.
Thinking of
Oh no, I
different
just have
Dula
a I just have a proficiency with saving throws. My int is only +0.
Yes. All right. Kyana goes unconscious. That is the end of Virla's turn. It is Dani's turn.
God.
Dani, you are surrounded. One of these guys is real fucked up.
Alright, the guy right in front of me, I have advantage because of Finbar's. Whoa, right?
No. Vhas
You have
is
advantage
silvery barbs.
because of Vhas's.
Right.
The first d20 roll you're going to make has advantage because of Vhas's silvery barbs, so that will cancel out any ranged attack if that's what you choose to
Yeah,
do.
so I'm gonna fire bonus action with the Force Ballista. Just do a straight roll. That's a natural 17 plus 8 to hit.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
I assume you're hitting Chamberlain 1.
Chamberlain 2.
Chamberlain 2? Okay. Chamberlain 2 has a lot more hit points.
Yeah. I want him
Okay.
out of my face so for the subsequent follow-up. That's 3d8 plus 4.
Not too shabby.
That's 16 plus 4, 20 points of force damage, and it gets pushed 5 feet back.
Nice.
Damn. Okay, quick con save, because again, he is within
Yeah.
5 feet when that happens.
I'm pretty good at con saves, fortunately. 19.
19, yeah, you're still saving. Dang, it's too bad Dani's not going up against the Lycan Bride. She would be killing it.
Well, 4 hit points. Let's not get hasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say that
I
plus 9 to hit
forgot.
is actually pretty
Uh-huh.
devastating. It doesn't matter whether you make the con save or not.
And then seeing the state of things, and Dani's just like, man, we're so fucking disorganized. Like, we put so much planning into this wedding, and then just one little wrench in the fucking machine. All right, first things first, Scorching Ray. So I get my 3 little pew-pew-pews. First
You
one.
do get 3 pew-pew-pews.
What?
These are ranged attack rolls. They're still at disadvantage as long as you're next to Chamberlain 1.
Yep, but I'm gonna fire on him first with the first one, and as long as I hit him,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this one's gonna take him out.
yeah.
You should kill him, yeah.
It's 2 13s plus 9, so that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
22, how do you kill him?
Dani doesn't even like look back, just like Baronium Fluctuator behind that, like pew.
Nice.
Oh, the Batman
Fantastic.
maneuver.
It's
This thing
technically, I guess I
smokes,
could roll
it does
less
take
than
damage.
3, but I rolled a 3 and a 5, so
Quick
he takes
con
it.
save. Quick con save, please.
Yep. 17.
17 succeeds. Wow, you're rolling even with your bonus. I don't think you roll below a 10.
I mean, I had a plus 5 to him, but yeah, I've been getting a lot of 12s and 13s. I think this one die might be a little weighted.
I was gonna say you're still rolling really well. It's not a high DC, but I was like, well, Dani will roll a 1 eventually.
All right.
Shouldn't have counted on Sophia rolling a 1 in combat. It doesn't happen.
One guy down.
Fantastic.
I'll turn to Chamberlain 2 and fire off the next bolt. That's a natural 20, so that's gonna be.
There we go.
What is this? 2d6, so 12 plus the 2d6. It's a 6 and a 5, so plus 11. 12 plus 11, 23.
Fantastic.
Is he still up?
How do you finish him?
No.
No, he's dead.
It's just like Dani's just efficient now, so like behind the back, next to him, and then the last bolt still has my Artificer D8 in the back pocket. Turn to the Lycan Bride, who might have some partial cover, but I ignore that because Spell Sniper, and I'll fire on her.
All right, you're gonna hit the Lycan Bride. Go for
Yeah. It's a 19 plus 9, so 28.
it. Yeah, big
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thought me and my scary sword was the problem, but who's laughing now?
I'm gonna add my Artificer D8 onto this. Oh, fuck yes. Okay, so that's a 7, a 6, and a 4, so that is gonna be 17 points of fire damage.
Minus 17. Hot damn. You see, Dani, fire bursts over this thing. The veil goes up in a blaze as the Lycan Bride, unbothered, turns and is going to use a legendary action, her last one for this round of combat, to hit Kyana at advantage while she is unconscious.
Aw.
If she hits, this is an automatic crit. What is your current AC?
My current AC is still 20. Because of the thing.
Yeah. Shield of Fate.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah. I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
Because this is an auto crit, you're going to take
We're doing so well. Okay.
48 points of poison damage.
That takes me below 0.
Ha!
Cool.
But only by 11 points,
Yeah.
so I'm not, like, instantly dead.
You're not dead, yeah. Kyana goes unconscious as just she raises her hands and fungal like fingers burst from the ground and grab Kyana and just crush.
Ow.
All right.
If she were healed,
Alright.
would she still be unconscious because she's still poisoned? Or
Correct. She cannot regain consciousness. Healing her will prevent death saves, but as long as
Yeah.
she's poisoned, she can't regain consciousness.
I would love not to make death saves.
This all happens. Shit's going crazy. Dani is gonna 5, 10.
But yeah, if there's any movement you
Yeah,
want to do,
I guess I
you
was
got
already on stump, so I'll just stay
15
where I
feet
am.
is difficult terrain.
Dani, mostly dead, jumps up on the stump, and it's just like, we can't be doing this. All right, Finbar, I need you to get those girls goddamn out of
It's
there.
like a nice little patio stone for you guys, just for the parties to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
Imagining in my head
All
there's a
right.
tree stump. Get the girls out of there. You're on hassling the bride duty. Virla, I need you running support like 5 rounds ago. I don't know, robot, you know?
You know her. She was on the ship for like a week.
Vhas, you are up.
All right, time
Dani starts to take command.
time to get hassling, shall we? But
That's my boy.
can't do it alone. I'm going to. Vhas is going to. Again, he holding his sword out. This time he grips the blade. He cuts himself a little bit. Says, "All right, Bloody is gone. We got to get these people up and going." And 5th level bonus action healing word. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wrong
All right,
character.
Virla
sheet. Wait.
support, Vhas support.
No. Bonus action mass healing word. That's what.
Ooh, tasty.
So, this is
Right,
going
we still
to be
needed a healer without Finbar.
6 creatures of my choice regain hit points equal to 3d4 plus 4 for my spellcasting modifier.
Not nothing.
Here we go. Okay, not
Eden is fine, so don't worry about Eden.
Greatest.
You can hit everyone else.
Virla's also fine though, but
It is
I'll
12
take it.
points of healing damage to.
All right.
12 points of healing damage.
12 points of healing damage.
Yeah.
Vhas has a brand, okay?
Yeah.
He's a bad dude.
That brings Elyse back up close to full.
Okay.
Takes Dani out of the danger zone. Let me double check the wording on
I'm still taking a nice little nap.
on the Lichen Lich because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because poison prick is what knocked you unconscious, not damage. So you are unconscious until the poison condition ends. All right.
But I don't need to make death saves on my turn.
And Finbar's gonna get 12 points, I guess.
You are gonna have. You're also unconscious from 0 hit points. So no, you don't because you have 12 hit points, right?
I have 12
so
hit points
you don't
now.
have to make. Yep. All right. Okay. Eden. Vhas, is that it?
That was my
got an
bonus
action.
action. Yes, I have a.
You got an action. What am I even
I
saying?
have a full action. Can't cast a
Hell
spell.
yeah.
But once again,
Sword still works.
yeah, sword still works. This time he's gonna one-hand it. 2 attacks. Coming at the bride.
Disadvantage because Kyana's unconscious.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sorry. I'll grab her ankles, why don't I?
18 is not gonna hit.
18's not gonna hit.
Oh, come on. 21 should hit though, right?
21's gonna hit.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
Here we go. It's not a whole lot of damage. Actually, it's max damage. 12. I will throw defensive flourish on this.
Okay, yeah, bring your AC up. Why not?
Yeah. So that's an extra D8 on top of that. That's 8 again. So my
It's
AC
20?
Yes. So total of 20 points of damage. AC is currently 27.
You guys have done something like 140 points of damage to her at this point.
Haha.
Is she feeling any of it?
She doesn't look like as healthy as she was. Anyway,
How healthy did
Vhas,
she
is
look
that
at the beginning?
Vhas, is that in your turn?
Yeah, that's my last bardic inspiration. I have no, that's it. That's good.
Oh boy.
Right. Eden's not stupid. She doesn't know if she has any AoE stuff, but she's gonna try and put some distance just in case and get away from everyone else because her bow works at all distance. So 10, 15 away, and she's going to shoot the weaker Chamberlain because that's her whole shtick. So first one is gonna hit, so she'll go ahead and roll. I think it's a D8 for her. Longbow D8 plus 4 takes 6 damage, and then she'll roll again. Still gonna hit, so she'll add the D10, her final Hunter's Eye on this Archer's Eye on this one. So it was 8 on the first one, and second one is 18. So that's 26 points of damage total to
nice.
this Chamberlain underneath Virla. It's not looking so good anymore. As you just watch, like, one arrow goes through its chest kind of harmlessly, and then another goes through the shoulder, and the arm starts to, like, hang a little bit.
So disgusting.
All right, Elyse is up. She will stand up from prone.
Hold on, Austin. Not to tell on myself, but Virla has to make a con saving throw, right?
Oh, you're correct. She needs to make 2 for both of those damage. It is at advantage because it is against poison, and you're a mechanite.
Come on, Vera.
The first one is 8.
And
8
the
at advantage.
second?
You are
Yeah.
poisoned. Let me double check how long.
Does it?
This one is
Do I
not
still
as
have to roll
strong.
for the second one, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Poisoned
you
for
got
1
it down
minute.
to
You can
one
repeat
roll.
at the end of your turn.
Oh, Vhas did
All right.
roll for his poison.
Oh yeah, Vhas, please roll for your poison. Elyse is up.
That's a. I don't think that's enough to say. That's a 15, I believe. Yeah, 15.
How close to me? Dani will, seeing Vhas sort of trying to shrug off the poison and needing that frontline guy at full strength, use a reaction to flash a genius. Oi, blood bag! You don't got blood. You don't need to worry about being poisoned, and give you a +4 to that to bring you up to a 19.
Nice.
It's got the same energy as like, Krillin, the smelly guy can't beat you. You don't have a nose.
So a 19, you shrug off the poison, Vhas.
Ah, alrighty there, boss. Appreciate it.
All right, here we go. Elyse, big turn. She's gonna get up. She puts a hand around your arm, Finbar, and then she says, "You see, she reaches into a pocket, pulls out just this like collection of spices, cinnamons, and nutmegs and things. She mashes them in her hand,
Why do you have
blows
those?
them out.
It's your wedding day.
She's
Should
going
be
to cast Aura of Purity.
Okay.
Each until the spell ends, she puts an aura around herself 30 feet. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with her. Each non-hostile creature can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, and has advantage on saving throws against effects that cause any of the conditions: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and stunned. So you guys are going to have advantage on those saves. It's not to end the poison condition, so ongoing saves are still going to be made straight, but you
Thanks,
still have
Elyse.
to make those saves when she hits you and stuff. And you're going to resist poison damage, which is not too shabby. Let me see if
That's
I can get
big.
an aura for her going. Token 30 feet. Settings. Cool. So that's going to hit everyone except Eden, who's been totally fine because she's way out of the fight.
All right.
So yeah, like the smell of spices and just it's invigorating. You all feel more awake. And she looked at you, Finbar. She goes, "What? You think I was marrying you? I didn't pick up a few new tricks? Come on."
All right. All right, Dani B.
Finbar, it is now your... she's going to make the save straight because it's not ending the poison condition. She doesn't succeed, but... Finbar, you're up.
All right, then. Let's end this fight.
Oh, I'm sorry. She has a bonus action. Finbar, go ahead and take an inspiration from her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got 2 bards. That's right.
Oh, interesting.
Bards.
Double bar.
I forgot.
power.
Wait, technically our AC is plus. I keep forgetting about the dumb AC bonuses that we got.
The
right
wedding
You have a
thing.
+2 to
Yeah,
your AC.
I-
My dumb wedding.
Yeah.
And its dumb bonus effect.
God,
That's just
Don't
it.
wedding
Finbar
and
keeps
don't
forgetting
wedding
he's
crashers.
married.
Looks down
You
at the
hear
ring like,
from-
oh shit.
Yeah.
You hear from on the other side of the mushroom, you hear David shout out, "I'll have my revenge against you, mushrooms!"
That fucking idiot.
That's my boy.
I do not see it. I do not believe it.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep through the whole thing.
He will once again kneel down, tap Kyana on the shoulder. You gotta get up. Lesser restoration on our monk over here.
Kyana, unconsciousness ends for you. You're at 12 hit points.
Huh. What happened? Is she dead? Deader?
No, but I
Still
think
right
she
there.
could use a punch.
Okay.
Okay, that's another second level spell slot.
That's an action.
Problem is I can't.
So I'm not poisoned anymore. I don't need to. I'm not at disadvantage anymore.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Correct, you are no longer at disadvantage.
All right, rotate me back up, baby. I'm back in
And
the fight.
because you will now become, if you get attacked, you will have to roll to resist the poison. You'll be rolling at advantage.
Delicious. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Elyse is going to be doing some heavy lifting as long as she keeps concentration up.
Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, there's not much I can do right now, so that'll be Finbar's turn. I will roll for his poison. And that's That's 18 plus 3, 21.
Woo.
Finbar ends poison. The fight is starting to turn. Chamberlain's 4 attacks on Virla at advantage.
No.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Everyone always does.
Yeah.
I didn't.
They blended with the background remarkably well.
That's really bad on the first one. I rolled 2 2s.
Nice.
That's higher though on the second one. That's going to be, what is their bonus to hit? It's an 18 to hit on the second attack.
Beats it. Reaction shield.
Okay, you put up shield. It misses. How is Virla doing for hit points, by the way? I know you just got healed, so I think you're actually mostly okay.
He's back up at full. So yeah.
Okay. That's a crit on the third attack.
Oh yeah, no.
Cool.
No, that's not happening, mate.
Silvery barbs.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's a 2 on the reroll.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
So that's 2 attacks from one guy. Third attack, crit, canceled. It was miss.
One more.
It was shield. It was reroll from silvery barbs. One more roll. We're gonna roll the dice. Oh, that's cocked. Hold on. That is a 17 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
So that doesn't hit. All right, fantastic.
Virla just like
So that
Nice try.
ends.
does a line dance as per the rules of all receptions and dodges it. You know, like the Cupid
That
shuffle
ends,
or some shit.
Yeah, between silvery barbs calling out, just changing fate. Finbar, you get like a weird, like starry kind of like fate druid vibe as like Vhas. Your version of the natural, like shifting the order of the universe. You feel him like tug on that string of arcane reality with his bard nonsense, and just like fucking like screw up destiny in this one moment as he does the silvery barbs. It pisses me off.
It's in the game.
Yeah, the rest of the miss. You cast shield. It's Kyana's turn.
Huh. Okay.
Kyana.
The Lycan
Now,
Bride has no the Lycan Bride has no more legendary actions, so
All right.
she's doing okay.
Now,
it's your
I
turn.
checked, and there is nothing about my arms dropping if I go unconscious. So those
I
are
believe that's
still-
true.
Yeah, so those I think are still up.
I'll allow it.
And I'm just rolling an actual advantage now because I'm not poisoned anymore and Vhas is still flanking. Right?
Correct. Now you're rolling at advantage.
Good. Okay.
Boss is flanking. Oh.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
have it
he's
move.
south of the Lycan Bride and I'm north. All right,
I
first
thought
attack.
it had to be melee.
What does a
Crit.
crit with this? Oh my god, it's a 19 and a 20. What does a crit do with this thing again? Hold on, let me look.
Oh, that's only if you're if it's an astral projection. You cut
Oh,
it
yeah,
silver.
yeah.
You cut it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fuck.
If
It's
this were their
not,
astral,
it's not a Vorpal blade or anything. Although
Right,
that would be
if-
pretty crazy.
if this were her
thing-
astral
if you had
body,
made
I
it
would cut the
Vorpal.
silvery
Yeah.
cord. But instead, I'm just doing it's max damage plus the 2d6, right?
It's max damage plus the 2d6 plus your strength for this guy, so plus 4.
Okay, so that will be 23 plus 2d6. One of my dice is still.
Wait, what is
vanished.
the it should be max damage is 2d6, so that's 12 plus
2d6
4
plus-
is 16.
It's 2d6 plus 7 on my character sheet.
Oh, right, because it's a plus 3 weapon
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
plus 3.
So that's 12 plus 7 is
Oh my God.
19.
Yeah.
And then if
Hell
it's plus
yeah.
4 for my strength.
Sorry, the 7 is already including that plus 4.
That's what I
sorry.
thought. Yeah, okay,
My
so it's
mistake.
2d6
I
plus
described
19.
it poorly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a 6 on the first one.
There we
So
go.
that's 25 plus. Okay, so that's 29 slashing damage
Hell
on the
yeah.
first attack.
Hell
Second
yeah.
attack.
9 slashing damage. That is titanic. I would love for you to describe that blow.
I think I literally just come up swinging, like I do sort of like a kip up and just swipe up across her.
You cut a full portion of the jaw and half the cheekbone off.
Oh, that's so nasty.
And you can just
Check it
see
off.
inside the mouth.
Check it off your bingo cards. Kiana does a kip up. A word I did not know before the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't get knocked out very often. This is a rare treat for me. Second attack.
When she gets knocked down,
that's,
she gets up again.
Never gonna
that's
keep her
that's
down.
much
We're
more
never gonna keep her down.
disappointing. That is only a 14. The dice giveth and they taketh away. But I could spend 3 key points to push that up to a 20. And then she would take the hit with the
If you
great
want to do
silver
it,
sword.
it's
yes.
your key points, man. Just make sure you're keeping track of them. You should only have
I'm
like
nearly
8.
out, but I have 4, so I'll spend 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, and that's 2d6 plus 7 slashing damage.
Yeah, you definitely want to hit with the sword. It's your big
Yeah.
damage dealer.
Alright. Okay. So that is 13 slashing damage on the second. Okay. third attack. This one's a punch. I'm going to use my last key point to bonus action Flurry of Blows.
All right.
I don't remember.
This is
if I'm
Kyana going like full. You guys have never seen Kyana just unload everything she's got as like sword goes to miss and the astral arms come in and redirect it and bring it in for a devastating hit, and then takes a step back again and now hits with the 2 astral arms. This is just everything she's got all at once.
It's Finbar's special day. Okay. Oh, wait, just kidding. The die that's really hard to read made that a 25. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm assuming that third one hits. Okay.
Yeah.
D6 plus 5. Oh, that's 11 force damage. Fourth and final attack. That's a 21.
That'll hit.
D6 plus 5. That one's only 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Whew. Okay.
Starting to not look great.
I'm pretty out, but
Starting,
that
It is
was
her
something.
turn.
starting to not look great.
She will, as her once per day, at 7th level, she's going to cast Firestorm.
Oh no.
What?
Nah.
What does that look like?
Foot cubes
Dude,
filled with fire.
Nah.
And
I'm
each
gonna
cube must have at least
counterspell
one.
that.
You can't because you cast shield.
Oh no, reactions.
Oh, fuck, you're right. God damn it.
How does evasion
Shit.
factor into this, out of curiosity?
You're gonna make the roll. If you fail, you'll take half damage. If you succeed, you take no damage.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh
God.
Okay,
damn
so
it.
we're gonna draw this out quick.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're really just teaching
10-foot
Virla to not
cubes.
protect himself. I'm
Each
just
cube
letting you
must
know.
be, each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube.
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna roll our dexterity saving throw. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw these squares so I don't screw this up at all. She is gonna have to hit one of the chamberlains to get Virla, but she's not too broken up about that because she made them with her mind.
But he's still shielded then, right? Virla's
Yes.
still shielded? Okay.
I think this is a save, not an
Yeah,
AC.
but this is gonna be a save though.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah, fair enough.
2,
I mean,
smack
brace
for
for
yourself.
impact.
3,
Oh no.
4,
No.
5,
That's fine. I'm fire resistant.
6. I don't think she can actually get to Eden. 7, 8,
Oh my god.
9. Oh, she's gonna be able to hit Eden.
Many
No.
of these to share.
Dead. Okay, I'm gonna need everyone to please make me a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I have advantage because I have, it's an effect I can see, and I'm not incapacitated.
Is that only when you're raging, or is that at all times as a barbarian?
It's listed on my saving throw thing, actually.
It is.
I think it's
check-
alertness.
It's your
That might be
It's a barbarian feature.
Yeah.
Check under features and traits and make
I'm
sure
looking,
that
I'm
it's not.
looking.
It doesn't say when you're raging.
Doesn't say when I'm raging. It's danger sense. It's just a thing that I have.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
fantastic. So
Actually-
you do roll with advantage, and if you succeed, you're gonna take no damage.
I succeed. I got a 25.
Okay. So here we go. I want everyone to go. Oh, you know what? I gotta roll for Eden and for Elyse. So Eden's going to fail. Elyse is actually going to succeed. As a bard,
thanks.
Yes.
she is
Thank God.
Dexterous.
proficient.
Thank God.
So she's gonna take half damage. Virla, what did you roll?
I have a +0 to my dex saving throw. I rolled a 19.
Woo!
You succeed. Finbar?
Nat 1.
Oh no.
Vhas.
He will reaction absorb elements though.
Nice.
Smart.
Alright.
He hasn't reaction starry. No, he hasn't.
No.
He saved it.
I will do
Vhas?
it. Wait, hold up. I will do it with a higher level spell slot. I'll use my 4th level spell slot to absorb elements.
Fantastic.
Vhas failed with I think a 10.
Oh no.
Dani?
He's so
I
dry.
rolled a 16 plus 3, bringing me to 19.
So you're gonna quarter this
Yeah,
damage.
baby. Get that fire shit
All
out
All
of
right.
here.
So everyone, remember, I'm gonna roll the 7d10 right in front of you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is just gonna hurt. Okay.
Okay.
That's 37 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That's about average. Could be a lot
So
worse, guys.
Have
to 18?
Yes.
Quarter to 7.
18
Quarter to
would
9.
go to.
Quarter to 9. So halved is
Yes.
18, quartered is 9.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So Dani takes 9 points of fire damage.
Still up. Can't knock me down.
Kyana takes none.
Yeah, baby.
Eden is going to take the full 37, which
Oh my
is, let's
God.
check it. Her max hit point. She's fine. She's all right. I mean, she's not fine. That was a huge chunk, but she's like a little less than half.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I think she's at exactly half.
She's fine. It's fine.
What
We're
did I
fine.
roll?
This is fine.
Meanwhile, Davion is still trying to skewer some tiny mushrooms.
Yeah.
He actually
Davion is just stabbing
done,
one of the
like,
big mushrooms.
A kebab from
Succeeds,
like the
and
past
so
apps that were
takes-
being prepped
what do we say was
for like
18?
an
18,
actual
yes.
enemy.
Is halved, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Davion's out there
It's
trying
not
to
even a
fight the
sentient
hors
mushroom.
d'oeuvres.
Davion's just...
She now needs to make her concentration check. It's just a DC 10 because 18 halved is 9. So here we go. I'll roll in front of the board.
She makes it.
She succeeds on concentration.
Fantastic.
17.
Vhas has to make concentration
All right.
for Shield of Faith.
How is everyone doing hit point wise?
Shield of Faith drops.
Okay.
Low
Shield
40s,
fate
so
drops.
he's actually not that bad.
Okay. Kyana is still where
Still
she
at
was
12, yeah.
12. Finbar is at
69, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
69, very nice.
Yeah.
Elise is at 54, so she's not doing terrible. Dani is at
7.
7, and Vhas is at
25.
25. All right.
Okay.
So the good news is that's her entire action. She don't got nothing else.
Okay. All right.
Are these firestorm things? Do they persist? What is?
They are gone.
Oh, thank God.
They ignite. If the Lich chooses, plant life in this area is unaffected by the spell, so she won't burn any of her mushrooms.
Fair enough.
Great.
Actually, I'm gonna rule that means that she doesn't have to harm her Chamberlain. Plant life in this area.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah. All
It
right.
is plant. This is plant type. So,
Rude.
Dirla, you are up.
Does teleportation proc an opportunity attack?
No.
Okay. All right. I kind of yell to Kyana as I start running toward her. Just hear me out on this. I'm gonna run to her,
What?
and I will bonus action Misty Step. Wait, shit! Can I take someone with Misty Step? I
can't.
didn't even
Misty
think
Step
about
is
this.
just
No.
one.
Boney,
No,
Misty
no,
Step
no!
is a one person. Dimension Door is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't do that. I stay where I am.
I'm okay to reset that, yeah. I think you were a
Stay where
little
you
bit to
are.
the
You're in
left.
between them because they got flanking on you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, boss.
Get down,
I'm so
bitch.
sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, oh, were you
right.
gonna move me out of the way so that Bing could fire?
No, there's something that I think can
I
happen.
mean,
It's
you
gonna.
know, Kyana has advantage against dex save, so if you want to try and hit Kyana,
Kyana
with,
has 12
like,
hit points right now and is
That's true.
carving off the biggest slices off the bad guy. Not to toot
That's
my own
true.
horn.
Vhas has 25.
Cleric
Nice.
Virla.
He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. I've been
Cleric
sitting on
Virla
I've been
actually
sitting
just
on a
wants
5th level
to
spell this
harm.
entire time, ever since I got 5th level spells, and it just hasn't been a good opportunity to use it. Okay. Yeah.
Would you be able to use it if Finbar and Elyse moved out of being sideways against the? Because we could do some like tactics about where we should be, if we wanna.
If that were the case, if Finbar and Elyse got out, I'm pretty sure it'd have to hit Dani. It would hit someone is
Oh,
the thing, because
boy.
we're all just like ganged up
This
on
was my
her.
fireball problem for turn 1. I don't know if there's really a good solve for it with limited movement.
No, fair enough. All right, then I'll stick to my original plan. Bonus action, I'll move Bing in line of range for lightning bolt again.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, you can get it right. You can kind of thread the needle if you get it right in the right spot.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
So
Dex
that's
save.
just on the Lycan Bride.
She rolls a 22.
Okay. So that is half of. I'll just do it at 3rd level. Half of 8d6.
Jeez, it's almost like getting hit by lightning hurts.
Okay.
15.
15 points of damage.
15.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
That's your bonus action in action, Virla. Anything else?
Nope. I stay where I am.
All right. Chamberlain's still towering over you. They really have not had to move much. Are you poisoned from them? I think you get to resave.
Oh, that's right. Yes. It's a what is it? A Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
And I get advantage because I'm poisoned.
Because you are, for ending the poison condition because you're a mechanite.
Yeah. Well, the first one is 11. I'm not going to bother to pick that other one up that I just dropped. So it's 13, and that's a natural 20.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you succeed.
Cool.
By the way, we totally forgot. I assumed you were Skyping Maximin for all this.
Yes.
you
I
just
don't know if
hear-
I'm Skyping Maximin for all of this, but definitely during the ceremony.
How is he Skyped in?
A fallen sending stone is just on the ground going, Birla. Birla, what is happening? It's not here anymore.
Shit.
Dani, you're up.
Really not making a great case to stay friends with them.
I think the best possible outcome here is that
Just
Maxim and
smoking-
Davian end up having a long-term relationship, like long distance.
Smoking corpses of these fungus creatures on either side of you. You just walked away from a pretty devastating fucking flame strike or whatever it was. And Firestorm, thank you. How's Dani doing?
Dani is all focused. So this arched thing, like, could I get to about here? Would that be some sort of elevated eye line on the Lichen Bride? Like, just enough to get over Elise's head?
Excuse me?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Force ballista shot, but don't want to
Shoot the bride.
shoot the bride.
Yep, go ahead. I'll allow it. You got 15 feet you can
5,
move.
10.
It's
Not
half
shoot-
speed to climb
Don't
up.
shoot that
15,
bright.
20.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
the
just
one we
get
don't like.
over her head. She's not that tall.
Okay.
So go ahead and put yourself up on this trellis that you climb up. Fantastic.
15, 20. So my bonus action, I'm gonna fire with the Force Ballista on the Lichen Bride. What's the fucking this plus 8? That's an 18 to hit.
That will miss.
All right. Can I actually use my? Cannot use that. Nah. Interesting. Okay, I will just cast a Scorching Ray then and aim all of them at her.
Yay!
Do it.
3 of them. Let's go.
The first one is a 19 to hit.
19 will miss.
Fuck.
How does it feel? Has Dani ever missed 2 attack rolls on a turn?
I don't know. But the second one was a natural 20.
I don't think she has.
So-
Okay.
Natural
I don't
20!
think she
There
ever
you go.
missed more than once.
And I'll be
you go.
adding my Artificer D8 to that one.
Easy.
That's what you
Yeah,
get
you
for
will.
taunting her, man.
And the second one is a natural 18 plus, what's your Scorching Ray? Plus 9, so 20.
Definite big hit.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so the first one is a D8
Go ahead, roll
plus
that
2
damage for
D6.
me.
So that's going to be 12 plus 8, so 20 plus what I roll. 36 points of fire damage on the first one.
On the
Ooh,
first one!
snap. Not great.
And the second,
Not great for her. Great for you.
nice. And that is 10 points of fire damage on the second one.
Hot damn. All right, she's starting to get to her last leg. She is like under a quarter now.
I told you, you wear white to a wedding, you're gonna get covered in red, baby. I didn't specify
Yeah,
the wine.
she's pretty covered in ash at this point.
Good, she's dressed for her funeral. Alright, let's go.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, she is going to make one of her legendary actions. Is anyone still poisoned?
No.
Vhas is still poisoned.
Vhas is still poisoned.
When did you get
I don't
poisoned?
think
Because
she's
you
really that worried
succeeded on the
about Vhas.
one with the Flash of Genius, so was it after that?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, then you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so no one's poisoned?
Yeah.
Okay, then all she can do is... no, she's going to do this on Dani. She's going to use Sap Life. Targets one creature within 30 feet. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, Dani?
Don't do that.
Come on.
14
Is that just a
plus
request, or-
5.
That's a request.
19?
I don't have anything to stop that.
You rolled a 19?
I rolled a 14 plus 5, so 19 total.
Yeah!
19 will just save.
Yeah!
As a result, you do not take any damage. Your life is not sucked from you to her.
That's not a spell, is it? That's just an ability
Nope.
she has?
An ability, yep.
Alright, fine. Okay.
Danny will.
Yeah, no half damage on a success.
Danny will.
It was a
flip
gamble.
her
She
off.
knew she could take you out, but it did not work. All right, Vhas, you're up.
He's feeling a little haggard. So he kind of lowers the sword a little bit. He says, all right, give me a quick second. Let me catch my breath here. Nice trick. I like where your head was at. As he talks to the pile of mushrooms. I think I'll try something like that. He will touch the Bloodwell vial in his chest, and he will cast Wither and Bloom.
Oh, hell yes.
At
Ooh.
the 5th level.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
It's exciting.
excited.
We don't get to do bard stuff a lot. Fucking love
So-
bards.
All of a sudden, he'll cast it in between the Chamberlain number 4 and the Lichen Bride. hitting the
range.
two of them.
It's AoE.
Hey, what is it? Con save?
It's a con save, DC 17.
It's not AoE, it like spreads. It's like targeted.
Lycan Bride is going to succeed. Oh, let's check out these guys. Their con is +2. They are going to, Chamberlain is also going to succeed.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't doing it for damage particularly. So this is going to be 5d6 necrotic damage.
Okay. The Lycan Bride will resist that. The Chamberlain will not.
Okay.
So she gets quarter, they get a half?
Yes.
Correct.
That is 13.
13? Okay, so...
A lot of 2s there.
6?
Yeah, 13 total.
6 to the Chamberlain,
3
and
to the bride.
3 to the Lycan Bride.
Okay, the important part is I get to heal using my hit dice. So I believe that is 4 bards have d6s, correct? D8s. Bards have d8s.
Bards of D8s, yeah.
Not bad.
Is that right, Sophia?
Bard.
Yes. I think so. He heals 9, 10, 12.
I can't emphasize enough how often Noir and I play bards and how absolutely batshit insane it is that neither of us came to this campaign with a bard.
He heals
I want to try something new.
well.
Cool, buddy.
But we made a blood
Made a blood
pact.
pact.
Next
Next
one.
campaign, both bards.
Yeah.
Next one are bards.
Both bards, yeah.
He heals a total of 16 hit points because I get to add my
Nice.
And because I used hit dice to recover hit points, I can use the Bloodwell vial to regain 5 sorcery points.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
The big reveal, by the way, if we didn't know it already, Vhas, part bard, part sorcerer.
I was excited.
Swords
I didn't
Bard,
know that.
Divine Soul
Boxer.
Sorcerer. So all of a sudden, the color returns back to him. He's taken a couple of hits. He's singed a little bit, but he drains the life from the area around him, healing him, and he regains sorcery points, and he's ready to go again.
Hell yeah.
Is this us seeing min-max Wally?
Yeah, this is
Is this Wally cooking in the
full-
lab? This is
Well, you thought Finbar wasn't min-max? The
Min-max.
only reason no one has died this campaign is because Wally's a phenomenal min-maxer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's
She's
it.
going to take her last legendary action.
Yeah.
After you do that, Vhas, she's going to take Poisonous Touch. She's going to reach out at you, Vhas, and howl from her now broken jaw. She howls out, "Betrayer, one of us. Die down in the dirt where you belong." And she's going to make a Poisonous Touch against you.
Betrayer.
That
To
is-
share with the
Information.
class, spineless boss.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit. I will
But
Silvery Barbs that.
yeah.
Okay,
Hell
yeah. So she's gonna
Oh
roll
my
one more time.
God,
I'm
an
gonna
awful
roll in front of the
cantrip.
group just for shits and gigs. Here we go. Ready? Poison touch in front of the group. That's a natural 1.
Woohoo!
What does Vhas say to make this mess up?
Oh, I didn't ask for this. And I'm going to get rid of this curse. Yes.
Your sword comes in and
Backstory?
parries the hand around, and she's now like, she came in composed, a bride walking down the aisle. Now you see the thing that is feral, bits of the veil going up in flame, arms spread out with like claws, weird like mummified skull twitching back and forth, looking at everyone who's surrounding her. It's Eden's turn. She is just doing the work. She's trying to kill this other Chamberlain so Viola doesn't get squished.
Come on,
Good job,
girl.
Eden.
We were all
I like how
rooting for
it's
you.
just like everyone else is
Two
whatever.
huge attacks.
Hell yeah.
She hits by a country mile on both of them.
Woohoo.
We're gonna see if she has enough damage to take him out.
Kept you
That's,
waiting, huh?
16. That's 20 damage.
Cool.
That is enough. You watch this other one through the knee, next through the skull. Chamberlain 3 goes down. Virla, there's only one more that is actually untouched, standing next to you. Got it. Not untouched. Wither and Bloom got it. But other than that, it's doing okay. It's Elise's
right.
turn.
Come on, Elyse.
Please disengage from being right next to the bride. Please just move.
And she
Please
is
stop
not a
stressing me
damage
out.
dealer. It's really not that much. She's gonna turn to Kyana and to Dani. Is this where? No, it's concentration. She definitely does not want to drop her thing. No one's poisoned, so she doesn't need to. She also has a, what do you call it? Yeah, what the hell? She'll thunderclap.
Yes.
She'll just turn and Oh wait, is that gonna hit people? She doesn't want to hit people. She's not really built for her. You create bursts that can be heard of each creature within range other than you. Yeah, 5 feet. She doesn't want to hit all of her friends. God damn. This is not really a damage dealer. Oh no, she'll use Vicious Mockery on her. It's not much.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Classic.
yes, get the
But
last
she,
word.
the
Get
same
catty.
move that she used to take out that what do you call it? That in your very first combat in the Sprite Spring that she used to take out the guy who was fleeing. She's gonna turn and say, yeah, shouldn't have messed with me on my big day, bitch. And she's gonna,
Girl.
let's see, wisdom saving throw.
Pride fight.
That, even with her bonus, is a natural 2.
Nice.
Nice.
Disadvantage on its next attack roll, and it's gonna take 2 points of.
Morale
2d4.
Is this
so that's 5 points a second.
Is this
Not that much.
2009?
And she
Because it
does.
feels like we're watching Bride Wars.
All right, Finbar.
Oh,
Your
shoot.
go.
Right, I have a second
I
one.
had to Google for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! It's his wedding day.
Can't
She's
just
gonna get
retire
probably
with
one more
these.
turn before you guys take her down, but she's starting to look real haggard.
That's what I like to hear, baby.
As the Vicious Mockery hits her, Finbar raises his Lalin, and he backhands her. I'm gonna roll the hit.
Yeah, do it.
And I will
Cheers, I'll drink that, bro.
use what is Elise's Bardic Inspiration. It's a D8.
It's a D. Is it D8 or D10 at this level?
Is it
Whatever
more
your
if you're
guys'
married?
Is it more if we're married? Yeah.
These-
That's pretty fun. Where is Bardic Inspiration? D10. It's a D10.
Okay. Cool, because I needed that to hit. That is a total of 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. And so it's D4 plus how many D6s from the absorb elements?
Oh Jesus! At 5th level you did it?
Yeah.
4th level? or
Fourth
something?
level I did it.
So I think it's 1d6 for each spell level?
Yes, it's 46. Okay.
Alright.
So 46, the D4. Come on, just set them aside. There it is. And here we go. Okay, that's 4 6s and a 3. Yeah, I rolled max on.
So that's 27?
Yeah, I rolled 27 plus my
Plus your strength,
plus
I think.
Somehow I rolled all 4 6s on that. Okay. Yeah, it's plus 4.
She does not resist fire.
The power of love, baby.
Fires of love carry us through.
Oh, that's the power of love.
Finally.
Yeah.
Final boss not resistant to fire damage.
Fantastic, love it.
So what's the damage total?
27, 31.
31?
Yeah.
Oh my god, almost half of what she has left.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Just a final
She's got
devastating
so-
blow.
How tanky is this woman?
Right up through the heart, fire starting to burn inside the ribcage
Kiana's
now. You
got
got
her
anything
then,
else,
right?
Finbar?
Yeah,
I
I
hope
turn
so.
to
I don't have a
Yeah.
bonus action flurry of blows anymore.
I turn to Kyana and I say, "All right, you know what to do. Finish it. Bonus action.
On it, boss.
Bonus action. I will do a second level. What's the spell?
Healing word.
Healing word. Yes, thank you. That's
All right.
2d4 to Kyana, and I will
thank you.
bounce her the d8 from my starry form. Still up. 7 plus. I forgot. I have so many bonuses to this.
It's hell keeping track of things, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, yep. 7 plus the d4 from Lawlin because I'm healing. Okay. That's only a 1. 8 plus 3, and that gets me to a 15.
Whew,
Yes.
more than I had. Hell yeah.
All right. Yep. 15 healing to Kyana, and that is
you.
the
Quick
boss.
question. 2 things. Are you concentrating on anything, Finbar?
No.
And did you use the fairies that damage?
I did not. Okay.
They're
got
all
a-
dressed up.
You got a foe and a favored foe and a fairies if you want to throw them in
Kill
there.
the Lich
Got
Bride.
somewhere to
I
go,
don't-
baby. Use them.
Oh, okay.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
Come
so
on, man.
close. I don't think he could do
No.
it. If he had crit, he would have brought her down.
Probably. Okay. Okay. Let's throw the favorite foe in, which is a d4.
Nice.
That's only 1, and the fairies come in. Thanks for reminding me, Austin. That's a d6.
The groom's mate.
4. So Old band.
Another 5 points?
Yep, come through. Another 5 points.
She's doing real bad. We got one Chamberlain left. It's just gonna wander over and
He's gonna give up.
Try.
He's gonna leave.
It's gonna just try to kill. It's gonna try to kill Vhas.
Okay.
So it's gonna attack you
Vhas
twice at
ever-
advantage.
Oh yeah, I guess the Withering Bloom.
Yeah.
That's cocked. Okay, that's a 21 to hit Vhas.
That's gonna hit.
And a 22 to hit Vhas.
No, my advantage, buddy.
Both are gonna hit.
All right, Chamberlain is going to do slam does 2d6 plus 3. That's 7 on the first one,
Okay.
bludgeoning, and 8 on the second one, bludgeoning.
Okay. He's good. He's up. He healed a little bit.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Kyana. Finbar is taking this thing down. It is now starting to go up in flames and kind of Nazgul on Weathertop. Is it Weathertop?
Yeah.
Kind of flail around as the flames are starting to consume its head. I'm
Okay.
gonna write down. Whoops! I'm gonna write down the hit points it has right now.
Okay. All right. I'm thinking. I don't have Flurry of Blows anymore, so I'm only getting 2 attacks this action, because I'm out of key points. So
All right,
first,
you get 2 attacks.
Yep, first attack at advantage because flanking and not poisoned. Okay. It's 23.
That'll hit.
All right.
That'll hit.
2d6 plus 7. 6 on the first one. 1 on the second. So 14 slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay, so that's total 14.
Second attack. Okay, that's a 26 to hit.
Nice.
2d6 plus 7 again. It's 1 and a 3, so that's only 11 points of slashing damage on the second, and I might have... Oh no, I definitely...
I think you have a bonus action punch. You can do
I
one
do.
punch.
I have just bonus
Yeah.
action unarmed strike, which was what the arms can. So I only do one of those.
You only
but-
do one of those, and it's what is it? 1d8 plus.
If my astral arms count, that would be 1d6 plus 5. If it's my
1d6
regular
plus 5.
unarmed strike, it would just be 1d6 plus 4. That's weird. Okay.
It's 1d6 plus 5 because your
Yeah.
wisdom is higher than your dexterity, and you get to
Right.
use wisdom.
Cool.
So
Okay. That's a 19, and I have no key points left to push it up. No.
anyone have any reactions or
Oh
anything?
wait,
to
hold on.
do?
I got an inspiration like 2 sessions ago for clocking Eden's problem.
Okay.
Does that work? Can I use that on
You
this?
want to roll it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what
whatever
inspirations
I roll,
are for.
Great. Whatever I roll, it's gonna push it over the AC.
It is.
Is it a D8 or I don't remember?
It's a D10 right now.
D10. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 7, so that turns it into a 26. Okay,
26 will
it's-
hit. Go ahead and roll your dice.
It's only 1d6 plus 5. It's 10. 10 points of force damage.
All right.
So you dealt a total of 35 points of damage this round.
Uh-huh.
She had a total of 32 left.
Yes! Oh my
Kyana,
god!
finish her.
I think it's like sword, and then just punch through the ribcage.
Where
Sorry, boss.
you reach through, your hand
yeah.
reaches through, and you feel the unbeating heart of this creature that was so desired to make these two who had wounded its a servant of its master part of her life, to join in this wedding ceremony and join in this undeath, this everlasting extant form of life. The Finbar and Elyse, you grab that heart, whatever it might have been feeling, and you feel it crush beneath Suvi's astral arm as it turns to look at you. Jaw that's left falls off, and as it reaches for you, it just dust crumbles like the fucking dude at the end of Last Crusade drinking from the wrong chalice. Dust falls down. You hear there's a moment of like silence, and then the mushrooms that are behind you just explode out as a blade barrier of golden sunlight bursts into existence, shreds
Hell
them
yeah.
all.
Oh,
You see
hi,
pieces
Hans.
of fungus go everywhere, and you see standing on the other side Everyone kind of like a little disheveled. Chairs are overturned. Like several monks have ripped the sleeves off their thing.
Yes! They were just waiting for the excuse.
Davian has one of them on the ground and is stabbing it repeatedly in the head as Athos is like pulling his big double blade, his big claymore out of its chest. Athos, by the way, wearing normal clothes and just like a big pelt over his shoulders. Davian is in like a completely jet black, like Davian's looking snatched. Davian is like
Do not
outfitted.
describe Davion
Hell
as looking snatched, okay?
He stole my heart.
You see, and then standing in the middle, Hans holding up his hands as the lights from the blade barrier dissipates and fades away. He looks at all you guys. He goes, "Did we miss the part where he kissed the bride?"
Hello,
You're just in
everyone.
time, my man.
Welcome to the ceremony. We'll proceed to the reception in
Is
a
the
moment,
Chamberlain
but
still alive?
now introducing Mr. and Mrs. Finbar and Elyse. Yeah!
Wait, is that fourth Chamberlain still alive?
I think
When the other one died, it disappeared. When
I think it disintegrates when the
Lycan Bride
Masters-
died,
yeah.
it disappeared. It
Okay,
was a
okay.
manifestation of her will. So you see it. Yeah, it fades away, and
Shaking bits of
Elyse.
Lycan Bride off
Yeah,
me.
you see. Neve walks up and like looks at Dani and gives a shrug, like I guess she's running the show now. And yeah, Finbar and Elyse
Yeah. Finbar gives her a dip. He kisses her.
kiss the bride. Yay! Everyone levels up.
Level.
What?
We'll do that. We'll do that after the session. Don't worry about it. But
Oh,
everyone
fuck.
levels up, and we're gonna go ahead and take our break because that was an extremely long combat. We're gonna catch everyone back at the reception. So we'll see you in
Did
just a
you
couple minutes.
really
Yeah.
flip the Yub Nub
Maxim,
formula?
do you hear me? You didn't hear it? That didn't happen. None of that happened.
Did you really have us nub before the Yub as it is?
You're getting the Yub Nub after the
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
That's how it goes this time.
Wow.
All right. We're switching things up.
we nubbed when we should have yubbed.
We'll catch you back here in a few minutes.
Rolling with difficulty.
Today's adventure is brought to you by World Anvil. World Anvil is a browser-based world-building tool designed to help you, the creator, write and world build, all while keeping your work organized and in one place. World maps, calendars, customizable wikis, visual timelines, and more let you decide how best to build your world. And when you're ready to write, look no further than the built-in word processor. You can write your prose directly in World Anvil to keep every step of the process in one place. We all know TTRPGs are all about the power of friendship, and with real-time collaboration, you can work with your players or other creators on the same project. On top of all that jazz, World Anvil recently rolled out a new feature called Whiteboards. This visual canvas allows creators to freely draw out their ideas, adding diagrams, flowcharts, mood boards, and more. If you're a more visual creator, this feature is perfect for you. You can chart out character arcs, storyboard key scenes, doodle your character holding hands with somebody else's character, or whatever else you need to help make the story you see in your mind come to life. Interested? Of course you are! And it only gets better, because for our listeners, World Anvil is offering a special discount. Just use code PLUG at checkout for 40% off a yearly membership.
Rolling with difficulty.
And welcome back. When last we left our heroes, it was time for a motherfucking party.
Woo!
Yeah.
Reception time. Finbar, is the reception at Heroes or at Heroes Palace?
It's at
Is there a
yours.
difference?
Is that Heroes? All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So everyone adjourns, walks back to Heroes Palace. Everyone there to greet every single person at the door. And yeah, big ballroom. You guys know it now. There's the Heart of a Dead God floating in the corner in a display case.
salamander?
You know,
Where's the frost
there's still some
salamander?
scuffs on the wall from Kyana's boots when she carried Corinne Strassi up there.
Hey,
And fantastic.
my slippers are pristine most of the time. The Lycan Lich is an anomaly.
Open bar, music is going, everyone's having a grand old time. Is there anything anyone would like to do in terms of role play or just like little vignettes or any describe what your character's doing, tearing it up on the
Is-
dance floor, like what's up?
Is there anything at the bar that can heal hit points? Can I get a drink?
Go ahead. If you would like to take a short rest, you can take a short rest. Everyone hunkering down with with
who's
a
low
drink
right now?
for a bit.
I'm at 7
allow
hit
short
points.
Yeah.
Finbar could probably
take a short
spend
rest.
the rest of his starry
I
form
know
before.
I don't think we're gonna have to. Dandy doesn't really think we're going to fight anything. A short rest is more than adequate for this particular occasion.
Yeah.
We don't need to
Yeah.
belabor it.
Just a very tired, haggard-looking Dani, with a dress that's too short for her now.
There were so many feathers at the
Sitting
bottom.
at
I'm
the
hoping that
bar.
they'll just sort of become like a nice length instead of splaying out everywhere.
Yeah, I'll also take a little short rest.
Virla would
Fantastic.
like to go to Vhas and Eden. Either it's at the reception or just immediately when the fight is done. Just you never did respond to that RSVP, so I'm afraid I have to kick you out.
Well, mate, I didn't think you'd be.
Eden's
quite
gonna roll
the
insight on you.
Buzzkill.
Natural 1.
Virla's just like this
How's-
now.
I turn to Eden. How's my lying?
Better. She says, like, just like so much venom.
Oh
Well,
boy.
This one's a little
regardless-
rough around the edges.
Oh, as I've learned. But regardless of your entrance, thank you for coming when you came. I trust you can stay, then, for the festivities. Aster's feeling a lot better. I turn to Eden. You might be able to catch her. I'm going to look for her now, actually.
Eden melts a little bit at the ocean and spies her from across. Aster just in the middle of the dance floor doing like a kind of like a
Let's
cozy
go.
dance.
Oh, boy.
I love her.
Dancing to her own music, like no one else is really dancing on the same beat that she is.
Beautiful.
And Eden excuses herself to go see and just leaves you with Vhas.
Before Eden goes, Vhas is gonna say, "Oi, before you go, must say, I enjoyed our time together. I don't know if you did, but looks like your family's here, and try to relax a little bit. And I will shoot her a bardic inspiration, because I guess we got that short rest in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She gives a little click, says, "It was an adventure." Stops, starts to walk away, stops, thinks better of it, says, turns back, says, "I needed it,
That's the spirit.
but I think maybe some other people need me now, so I'm gonna
Alright.
go see to them."
Radio then.
I
Fantastic.
gesture to Vhas's sword, so I take it your recovery mission was a success?
Right? Ain't she a beaut? Oh, Mister. Mwah. Fantastic.
Well, beauty, eye, beholder, all that.
It's like the ugliest sword you've ever seen.
It's
all,
definitely
like,
still covered
mismatched.
in lichen lich,
Yeah,
lady.
Yeah, that too.
You're right. Something tells me, though, that the means under which you obtained it had something to do with our wedding crash, let's call it.
Well, the cave where I lost it. Exactly where I lost it, and I figured it out, no problem. Yeah, that's where we found her. Like through a portal and all that. Ended up here. It's not my first run-in with Fungus and all them. And he points to his armor.
It wasn't?
And says, no, not at all. It's a bit of
Well, I don't know what you might have overheard from the lich, or former bride. It wasn't our first run-in with Fungus, either. I don't know if you know any details, or are willing to share details of your escapades, but perhaps mutual knowledge of each other's experiences might benefit the both of us.
if you've got time. I've got tons of stories to spin.
To clarify, just about the fungus.
Well, we'll get around to that. Right now it's a party. You know, let's. You want a drink, mate? Let's go get a drink.
Deflect.
Fine.
That's the spirit.
Ugh, I'll have fun, but I don't have to like it.
Also, wait. And as we start walking towards the drinks, what's the deal with the small one and the sword?
The small one. Kyana used to be a monk under the subjugation of various mind flayers.
Oh yeah. No. Again, I don't want all the story, right? No stories.
You just offered to regale me of your entire life's tale.
Well, if we're moving expeditiously, why don't we just stick to just the relevant details? That's quite the shiny sword. Never seen someone who's known to have it, and want to make sure it's in the right hands.
Boy, it's a good thing I didn't have two of them. You'd really be
Well-
asking questions.
I mean, I suppose you can interpret it as you like. We took it off the hands of the Gith commander that was keeping you imprisoned.
Well, now
Oh yeah, he was there for that.
that's interesting. All right. I'm gonna need a couple more drinks.
So, tell me how this works with how little blood you have.
Yeah, Vhas is gonna have a blood alcohol content of 200%.
All right. Well,
Is it
Please demonstrate how lightweight you are.
Is it even blood alcohol content if there's just no blood to begin with?
At that point, it's alcohol blood content.
yeah. Well,
You got blood in my alcohol.
Yeah, there's too much blood in my alcohol.
well, where
Get
I
a
don't
Bloody
have blood, I
Mary.
have magic. You know, I'm part magic. I live it, so the magic takes care of the alcohol for me. So that's how that works.
Just Wolverine that shit.
That's the most. All right. I'm not gonna question it.
You look like a. I can't tell. Robots all look the same. You're.
Gonna let that
Yeah.
slide.
The other one was some sort of outlander. Lovely lady, really. You some
That
sort
makes
of.
sense.
You cast spells. I saw you cast a couple of spells.
Yes. Very perceptive of you.
And actually, is that a some sort of you pray to gods, God bother. That's what you are.
It's a recent acquisition, but yes, that is accurate.
Vhas does it again. Such good with people. Anyways,
What?
he puts his drink down, picks up another one, downs it. Okay. Well, yeah. All you need to know about me. I was born cursed. Really, this doesn't really go away. And he kind of picks up the Titan.
Sorry, this is a thing ever since you've been born?
Right. Always been
Truly
like
my
this.
condolences.
Jeez. I don't know anything else, so you know, who knows who I am outside all this? Doesn't particularly matter. But the only reason why I died was Eastgard itself branded me her champion.
Ooh.
And
What
the
do I know
blood.
about Eastgard? Besides it being the name of the plane?
Eastgard is the heroic realms of Eastgard, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So this is first of all, it's the world of giants. This is where a lot of the Jotuns live, and second, it's the world of like grand adventurers. It's opposite of Acheron. So it's think of it as not peaceful in that way, but rather if Acheron is the realm where everyone who dies serving a pointless battle, pawns in a
Right.
in a battle who died for the sake of dying, for the sake of violence, is cursed there. People who died for a noble purpose, who fought a good fight, end up in Eastgard, and their eternal reward is that they get to keep fighting and dying. It's very like Valhalla-y.
Right.
So like, if you die heroically enough there, you just come back to life. You don't actually stay dead.
Gotcha. And Eastgard herself made you her champion.
Yes.
Well, that's very impressive. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Looks like you learned something today.
Inside check.
The little
Well.
Kyana on your shoulder.
You still haven't explained the fungus armor.
I just was born with it. Cursed.
What, you were I thought you were just born with the whole bloodless thing. You were born with the armor?
This is how it works. Okay.
A tiny baby Gith, bloodless Vhas with a full-size piece of armor? Or did the armor grow with you?
Hatched with the armor.
Okay. Oh wow, this one's a bit dense. Okay. All right. From the beginning, let's do this again.
Wait, are all Gith born with armor?
I was born a wee little frail Gith, almost thrown out, really. This chitin, some sort of fungus,
Actually
some sort of
pronounced
curse.
You're
Look,
making
mate.
fun of his dialect?
Let me tell my story. Okay? You asked for my
Actually
story.
pronounced Jith.
What is happening?
All right then. Let me put my sword down. Have another drink.
Not gonna make it fucking easy for him, are ya?
Was born small, pale, very little blood, due to the chitin on me body. Ysgard took pity on me, infused me blood with magic. Thus, sorcerer, quite amazing renown. You saw what I did. Kept everyone up and alive. stabbed
You
a couple things, brought Eden here, saved the day. That's what I do. And if I died, if this was on Ysgard and I died, I'd just come back the next day. Hero through and through. That's who I am. I don't know how this curse works. I don't know how to get this Titan of Undori. But since then, I've been able to save the gift mates over and over. They've all grown up, graduated, left without me. The gift have these stupid rules on what constitutes on what is needed to leave and join the city. I might have messed up. And he kind of stops. Has this 1,000-mile stare. Says, well, I guess we don't have time for that story. I messed up. I ended in prison. You kind adventurers sprung me out. And the other robots. Fantastic job, by the way. And now I'm here. At a wedding. Having a drink for the first time in any number of years.
And for the last year, I've been the one and only spider gith.
And he takes a fourth drink and completely downs it.
You had mentioned that the circumstances under your imprisonment were because you had failed or messed up some sort of action within the process of being admitted into the Gith City?
Well,
You don't have to. You can spare the details. It's okay.
I'm going to talk to the girl with the sword.
All right.
Just dipping out.
Adios.
Ask somebody else.
You got to pay the bartender.
It's not an open bar.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Danny glances over from the other side of the bar, overhearing Gorilla be like, "Pay the bartender," and it's just like,
Kyana's like, "Oh shit, let me get my diamonds out."
The resident bartender they have on that Hira has on retainer is currently cleaning a glass and looks over when you say you have to pay the bartender. You see the jaw just unclicks a little bit. She turns her head.
All right, the Revenant.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 on insight.
I mean, I can try and roll deception.
Please.
You could try rolling that 20. Don't you have a -2?
Yeah, and that 20 would not even do it, I guess, because meets it beats
Just
it.
try. It'll be so funny.
Yeah, it's a 4. -2 is a 2.
Quit pulling me leg. Work on your lies. Catch you later.
You wouldn't even notice. There's no blood there.
Work on your lies, catch you later.
What is it about him?
Vhas, do you
I
want to
hate
go
him.
talk to Kyana?
Yeah, sure.
Go. What is Kyana up to that Vhas finds her doing?
I think Dani and I are taking a short rest, probably.
Chugging.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to speak for it, but just chilling at a table, just sort of like, all right, we'll go out and walk the floor in a minute, but oh boy.
All right, we'll say that your short rest is coming to an end, so that you can take part in whatever you want to take part in. But yeah, sitting here as your short rest ends, Vhas approaches.
Ladies,
Hey.
nice job with the fire. Blew everything up.
man.
Love that. Fantastic style. Where can I get me one of the cannons?
I probably could build you one, but it might. I mean, I store them in hammer space, so. They're
We'll
kinda,
figure some out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh man.
I'm gonna work the room. That pause was one more second longer than I'm comfortable with.
Bye. Have fun.
All right then. Don't blow anything up, I guess, without me. Call me if you're doing that.
Promises.
All right, fantastic.
And Danny will
And
back
you.
up, drink in each hand.
What's up?
With the sword.
Yeah.
You owe me 2 things.
Uh-huh.
A fight
Ooh.
and that sword.
Oh.
Ooh.
Huh.
Fighting
It
words.
feels like we could do 2 birds with 1 stone. Like we fight, and if you win, you get the sword. That sounds like a thing, right?
Fair. It's fair enough, yeah.
Don't you already have a sword?
Yeah, this one's my favorite one. But
Right.
who's to say you can't have more than 1 sword?
Can you use 2 swords?
Can you use 4 fists?
Well, some people can. That's why I'm asking. I can use 2 swords.
Okay.
We trained in that in the.
Okay, yeah, and I can use as many swords as I want. This one's made of tiny little swords. This one's from my friend Derek.
Ooh.
This one's from Kithra. This one's from, and he starts pointing off sort of the tiny, smaller blades attached to the large one in this weird amalgamation of swords.
That looks like it would be weighted real weird.
Well, magic exists, so
It's true. It's true. Good point. Good point.
You can't just explain everything.
It's like, oh, piss off, cleric.
I flip him the bird.
He flips it back.
Aw. It's nice to see you guys
Ignore him.
getting along.
I'm drinking. Fuck him.
Well, luckily, this is a party. We'll have the fight, and I'll get me that sword.
Perfect.
All right.
Many
fair
times as it takes.
So, this is, you guys do this often? Adventures and all that?
Oh, I mean, this is my first wedding, but
Okay.
we've been to a few parties.
Okay.
Incredible.
They usually don't go so well. This is actually surprisingly good. Normally now is when they get busted up by something horrible, so front-loading that was kind of really good, actually.
That's always great. Get the
Yeah.
hard stuff out of the way. Relax.
Yeah. Just really unwind.
So, here's okay, let me be real with you. Real quick.
So,
Kind of in between things. Got me sword. You know? It's great, fantastic. It's on the to-do list. Check that off.
right?
I'm an adventurer through. Don't have anywhere to go. So if you know of anybody who needs a sword, go on adventures.
Well, I've got no complaints. I mean, they fished me out of the astral sea, so I can't imagine they're, you're gonna hear too many,
Interesting.
angry
And-
voices.
And who's the captain? Who
Yeah,
do I
that's a
have
good
to
question.
convince or intimidate? Some
It's kind of a communal thing. We don't
bribe?
really... Well,
Bribe?
we had a captain.
No?
So, well,
Okay.
Virla had a captain. It was really deeply tragic, actually. Let's not get into that. But since then, we kind of haven't had a captain.
What about the girl with the guns?
Yeah, she's kind of the captain, really. Like,
Okay.
you should probably talk to Dani. If you... Honestly, it would probably be really funny setting you on Otto.
And I'm
So
guessing
maybe.
the big guy's out of the way now that he's all married and all that.
I think he's retiring. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll see him
Okay.
again, but
Looks
he's
like you've
probably
got-
not going to be on the ship.
A little bit of a hole in your little party. And,
I mean, I don't think we needed a vacancy to have a new crew member. I was trying to convince Eden to join us, but she was being all... She's fine. She's working it out.
She's
It's
a little
all
rough around the edges, ain't she?
Just a little bit, yeah. It's
Yeah.
all right.
She's out on the dance floor with Aster, who's going crazy, and she's like dancing a little, but she's not moving her feet.
Middle school shuffle.
No, her feet are completely still. She's just moving her upper body.
Just bobbing to the rhythm.
She's gonna do a
Well-
little bob.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long night, and well, I'll come back around to it. I see this cute little drow over there. I'm going to
Ooh.
go. See if I
Oh, yeah,
can-
Austin, has Cressida showed up? Is she, like... Or is she
Wally
conspicuously
has forced
absent?
Cressida to arrive.
Cressida is not present.
Okay,
You
so
realize
Okay.
as you begin to look around.
Are
who's
there any
the
other cute little
second
drows?
cutest, more
there are no other
intimidating?
drow to my
Okay,
knowledge.
is there anybody of intimidating stature here?
There's Sierra.
Delphine.
There's
Sierra in
you
the
know who there
blue
is?
dress.
Love is here. Love is here. Love's wearing like a simple black dress with kind of like these like shimmery kind of pauldron things on her shoulders.
hell yeah.
So she's like a fucking half giant warrior with like pauldrons on. So she's pretty intimidating looking.
Cute enough. Let's go.
Oh, she's great. You'll have a great time.
Vhas fucks off. Fantastic. Dani's at the present at the table for that, or Dani's elsewhere?
I think Dani said she left because the awkward silence got too
I'm
long.
gonna work
Dani
the
left.
room. I'm gonna mingle.
Dani, you go up to go get a new drink. You're finishing your short rest, and Otto comes up to the bar with you. Gets two, and of the same thing, and turns to you. Puts his elbows on the bar, kind of leans back, boots out, takes a sip from one, and then says, "So it's been quite the occasion."
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty par for the course for how this crew tends to operate.
It always does seem to be something with you, doesn't it?
I would say it's something with us, but yeah, that's not an inaccurate assessment.
I'm using the general you.
Yes.
You are all
Common really
A
needs a word
unit.
for that.
Vosotros.
Yeah, Common needs a vosotros.
So you enjoying the festivities?
It's very rarely I get invited to one of these things. I think the people in brass don't think I would rub shoulders very well with Well, the kind of people who throw these parties. So, no, I don't get to get out a lot.
Daniel.
And what about you?
Me? These? I mean, I feel like that question answers itself, but it's been happening more and more frequently since the crew started doing work. I mean, this guy Hero, that was one of your clients originally, I think. We just doing a gig for him.
Certainly not. It was Elyse who brought you guys on for Hero.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Because Hero actually pays us.
Right.
Yeah. The level 0 was auto, but that got us 2 sigil.
That got us 2 sigil.
And then
Never
Elyse
mind.
found
Okay,
us.
redact. Dani would know that.
So what does Dani say? As he inquires how is Dani fitting in with all of this? What does Dani say?
It's not really my go-to scene, but everyone here is... Well, I've been able to work the room a little bit on occasion, and I never know what to do with these parties.
Oh.
You're a good problem solver, Dani, but not everything can just be thought through like that.
Well, I did watch
everything has
Virla
an
try
easy
to
answer like
once
that.
make a battle plan chart with these little like mini versions of us on a little table and like trying to figure out who could dance at these things, so that might be a contested opinion.
Perhaps no adventurers are set for high society. Ironic, considering how much money they usually walk away with.
Usually. What? I can't. I'm sorry, Austin started fanning himself with the Mets fan at that exact second.
You say that, and he sits there for a second. He takes a sip from the other drink he has. I guess they're both for him. And he nods. He says, "Well, if you don't like something, fix it. Hasn't that always been your modus operandi?"
I try not to break more things in the process, but yeah, I tend to try and fix a problem when it comes up.
Clearly, you've never made an omelet.
Oh, come on. Weed and Ultron in my house.
Thought I was safe on that one.
I hate how it works too. Like omelets keep coming back
Let's
to bite
keep
us
coming
in the
back.
ass.
They're so good. They're so
Fantastic.
multifunctional.
Theme.
Dani will like kind of look around the room at the various members of the crew and people that we've encountered in our time and take a sip of the drink for a sec before coming back with So, what would it actually take for you to give up the ship? Because you and I both know you didn't necessarily care that much about it originally.
No, but it probably would have been a lot easier for me to sell for parts. He finishes one whole drink that he's holding, puts the glass back down on the counter, turns to you, and says, "If you have to ask, then you're not ready for it yet." Stands up, and unless you have something left to say, he's just gonna walk back into the party.
If I have to ask...
We already vetoed killing him, guys. It's not on the table
You asked,
anymore.
what would it take for you to give me the ship? And he said, well, if you have to ask, then you're not ready to get the ship.
I guess I was trying to pin a question of what would it take for him, like what is a circumstance? Not do you think I'm worthy, but...
I think he's saying that you got to figure that out
Yeah.
for yourself.
He's twisting it around on
he's
you,
saying
baby.
if you don't know what that is, then you're not
Then
close
there's
to
no
getting the ship.
business. There's no deal.
I mean, I don't have a comeback for that. I, Sophia the player, have some ideas about what that could be, but I don't think that Dani would,
Endless
blurt
servitude
anything
at
out
the
at this point.
He walks off, disappears to go talk to people who are far more wealthy than him.
Can
Roy,
Finbar walk over?
Finbar can walk over certainly.
With his, I'm gonna miss his sweet passive 22 perception. He sort of walks. He watches, from across the room. He sees this conversation happen. He sees Otto walk away, and he takes the opportunity to sort of pop in next to Dani. He says, "So how you doing?"
I'm just recovering from the inevitable consequences of our actions that seem to follow us around everywhere. But nothing crazy. Why are you here and not with your current wife? Like, I feel like, isn't it standard
Current
for
wife? What are you saying?
New is the word I was looking for. I'm like 3 drinks in. What do you want from me?
Everyone's a critic.
She's currently meeting the rest of the family. And
God.
he points
Oh, that's gonna
across
take
the
a
room.
while.
So many fearballs around
and
her.
there's-
Just in
there's
a giant pile.
Yeah, and she's
Oh,
going
God.
around. So she's gonna be busy a little bit. I know that the whole deal with the arrangement with Otto ain't the thing, but my advice is I think you're gonna have to just be captain. I'm gonna be gone. You know, Vhas is smart, you know. Kyana's got her fists. And you're sharp. You know that ship in and out. You know what it can do, you know what it can't do. So when I'm gone, I don't know if it means anything. In my eyes, you're the captain.
Thanks, man. I don't know if that's my decision to make. I'm not the only person who's got some sort of personal stake in the ship, but it's gonna be a lot less homey without you either way. For one thing, I don't think anyone who's gonna be on board has any fucking idea how to work anything in that kitchen, so we're gonna have to figure that out, but we're gonna miss you,
Well,
man.
you know, you don't really need to eat while you're out there.
Yeah, but it makes it so. I mean, like, we have the whole omelet in joke because of that, and like,
Can I let you in on a little secret?
yeah.
So, now that I'm more or less retired, I'm gonna need something to do with my time. And I think I'm gonna buy the Sprite Spring. So, in between adventures, promise me you'll do one thing. You'll come back and you'll tell me everything that y'all have been up to. I'll cook you a meal, just like usual. And, yeah.
Oh god.
And you get rid of Peace Blossom.
He's out on his ass.
I don't know how long that's gonna
That place
take.
couldn't run without Peace Blossom.
I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm right here in Sickle.
This isn't anyone. This is Elyse gonna be okay with you working with Sid in it?
There's so many backseat choir questions.
We'll stop in. Ship's gonna need enough breaks to be fixed up anyway. Might as well have the crew rest up too.
Well, before all that happens, it's a party. Come on, Dani. Try to have some fun.
I was working on it, and everyone wanted to have serious conversations. I just wanted to get another drink.
Yeah, Finbar walks away.
Awesome. Finbar walks away. How do you imagine Vhas is doing with love?
He's had too many drinks.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
I'll say that
We're
much.
striking out with
I'll say that much.
with this giant woman. Oh, fantastic. Virla, rewind a little bit because everyone else did their thing,
Yeah.
and Vhas peeled off from you to go talk to the girls, and you were left by yourself. Again at your shoulder, kind of Angela next to Dwight at the
This bitch.
in the episode, just appearing at your shoulder. Another half-elf bard once again. Katriana taking out her little notepad and writing something down. So did it go well?
About as well as these things usually go, which is to say, there was a fuck up, but we dealt with it. Sorry, again, how? Sorry, let me a different question. How did you get in here, rather than what are you? Yeah.
Front door is open. Just went through the front door.
Okay, fair
Good
enough.
work, Hero.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, certainly, I'd love a drink. Maybe you and I could chat over it for a little bit.
If you would like. How's that story? Anything?
It's coming together. It's not coincidence. I knew where you would be last time. I knew where you're going to be this time. It's not coincidence that I showed up here today. I heard that something, from those who can see what threads may be converging to tell our stories, suspected that something big might be happening today, so I wanted to come by and see what it was. Of course, I didn't really get to see it. You ran me right off. But, you know, I've been hearing a lot of chatter. Secondhand accounts aren't worth nothing. So, how's the story coming? I was hoping for something a little bit bigger today, but it's going to be a good first verse, I think. Virla against... let's see, what would be a good title for her? Virla against the Fungal Bride, perhaps.
Virla against the moss, like against the odds, but moss. But it's not really moss. It's fun. I'll let you deal with it.
I'll figure it out myself. Yeah, you have to work in the you have to work in the iambic pentameter, otherwise you're just fucked.
I didn't realize that. Noir, didn't realize that was a thing. That Sigil has iambic pentameter. Now I want to know about Sigil Shakespeare.
Obviously, he was a bard.
She gets a drink. You get a drink.
I do want to apologize about my crassness at the beginning of the day. What I said was basically true, though. I needed to make sure that the ceremony went flawlessly, and literally right up until the very end it did. But it's not that I considered you a threat. It's just that you were a risk that I did not take into account, so I had to ask you to remove yourself.
Nah, I'm not hurt. You know any places I've been thrown out of?
I suppose that's that go-getter attitude that befits a journalist.
Journalist. I don't write for any paper, but I suppose if that's your way of thinking about it. Still waiting for my more of a grand bard of legend, just waiting for a big break. That's more of it, you know?
Is that how that works? I usually thought it was a greatness thrust upon them sort of deal, not really waiting idly for greatness to mosey up on their way.
I'm trying to seize the greatness. Here, the way I hear told you did it a little bit different yourself. Tell me,
yes, I suppose.
Do you think you were born with greatness?
Do you know what's interesting? As roundabout a way as you might have done it, you might be the first person since my reawakening to ever ask me about the circumstances before life aboard the Aspera. To which my answer is, I don't know. And the more that I have learned to replace my lack of memories with new ones and better ones, to be frank, the less interested I am in the circumstances of my birth, or whether or not I was born with greatness. I suppose, regardless of whether that is the case, I did not have greatness thrust upon me, I took it by the throat.
I like that. I think it makes for a compelling protagonist.
Sure. If you say
She gives
so.
a little laugh. It's too bad though that you aren't too curious. I'm sure that there's a great story there. And imagine the title, Virla, the man who was born twice.
You could say that. That did happen.
Oh, but it's not important to the story, is it?
Not very. But who knows? You seem skilled in the way of moving words around. You might be able to make something work.
I'm working on it. Now, people expect a great deal from you. Not a lot of people, mind you. It's still new, still only whispers, but I don't know. Seems like might be on the cusp of something. Not to put any pressure on you, of course, but...
No, I don't know if I really felt a lot of pressure, necessarily. I understand the circumstances under which I had found myself within Our Lady's employ. I don't even know if employ is the right word. But she chose me because of who I was, so I see no reason to change myself in order to satisfy what she needs. And I suppose, in my way of getting back at those circumstances, she'll take what she can get.
You say she'll take what you can get. Cat looks you up and down and says, doesn't seem like it's half bad. So what's the next chapter in Virla's story? If I could start to write it down now, what should I do?
Same as it ever was, I suppose. Life aboard the Aspera. Hopefully we're entering a period that is far less dramatic than the chapter preceding it.
Oh, I certainly hope not.
Really? Are you sure? We kind
Less
of
drama? Of course, more drama. Always better for more drama. Besides, do you think that's really possible? As you go into bigger and better things, do you really think it's possible to return to where you were a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago?
Someone's been reading their Hero's Journey 101.
Yeah, this is my refusal. And so,
Sorry, baby. Returning with the elixir leaves you fundamentally changed.
well, one crucial thing that differs between me and the me in your story is that I am not the sole protagonist here. And so, whatever happens, it's not necessarily my say, or only my say. And in my current opinion, for the good of the crew, I think a return to normalcy is what is needed. Not to mention, if everything were just high-stakes action all the time, it wouldn't really give a lot of weight to it in the end. You need moments of normalcy and mundaneness in order to really call to attention the times when things go shit-faced.
Oh, I'm getting a
Certainly. What do you
meta-narrative
think
headache.
this is? She looks out at the party.
This? An unhappy
You gotta
medium, I
stop, man.
suppose?
This is hurting my head.
Alright, well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I got more work to do. I know you've got more unwinding to do. Enjoy the normalcy before it gets dramatic again.
Believe me, I try. And good luck with the rest of your story, then.
There's your story. Good luck with whatever you move on to next. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
I will learn to expect it.
Always. She gets up, finishes her drink, starts to walk away. Where are you traveling to next? What this? Virla. Battle Traveler. That one's not bad. I'll keep workshopping it.
You know, Austin, I'm expecting at the end of all of this, iambic pentameter, several verses, whatever the fuck is happening.
Die. Oh.
Like that fan writing on my desk.
Patreon exclusive. I'm calling it. I'm putting the belt down now. I'm calling you out.
Epic of Virla.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely. Oh fuck me. We'll see. Anyway, we're still chugging along. Party still is hot and going. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? If not, you know, I've got.
There was one thing that I did want to do.
Certainly.
Throughout the entire night, he's keeping an eye out for Cressida, but at some point he does want to gather 5 drinks and seek out his old crew.
Fantastic. Before we get to the 5 drinks, we'll, if anyone else wants to get anything, because I think that'll probably close out Finbar pretty well. Sorry, because you want to talk to the old crew. My mistake. You've got 2 crews in this. I'm confused.
This is true.
All right.
I do.
You gather 5.
There's a lot of stuff.
You
I
keep
want
an
to
eye
do,
out.
but
You don't see. You don't see Cressida in the room. Probably Lulu would give her away. Dani, Roy comes up to you.
Aww.
He's got a drink as well. Everyone's drinking. Just assume unless I say otherwise. He's got a drink going on. How does Dani feel seeing Roy?
Hey, he's my buddy. He's my boy. I fucking love Roy.
Roy, my boy.
Roy, my boy. Daniel.
He gives like this crooked smile.
Whether he reaches out or not, she'll cheers his drink. Ziggy, you gotta be anywhere else right now. Your buddy's right on my microphone. You gotta move.
Roy is masking the pain that Cressida never answered him. WYD. Red.
You cheers. He holds out the drink. He goes, crazy couple weeks it's been, man. I mean, we raced in Limbo, and now there's a wedding.
Do I need to make an
all this
insight
stuff?
check to know
Wasn't
that
even-
Roy is
How
absolutely
many drinks
wasted, or do I just
does he-
know that inherently?
Yeah, I mean, he's not like off his ass, but like he's a few deep.
Yeah, man, it's been fucking nuts. It's been just a crazy week out there in the planescape. Ziggs, you gotta move.
Is this what you guys do like all the time?
Feels like more often than not, although I think more of the time it's the consequences of previous actions catching up to us a bit more often than it is, victorious race winnings.
I mean, what is life? If not, all the consequences of the things we did before, and they're just happening to us now.
doing okay there,
He's got
buddy?
He's got a point.
Are you doing okay there, Dani?
I'm doing Dani. I'm not, waxing poetic about the existential nature of life, which is a new direction for you.
Oh my god.
Well, I think about it. Because I don't got a lot going on, but I know you got a lot going on.
I'm surprised you're not here with what's her face?
Bro! Oh, is that an open wound? Let me just jam my thumb right in there.
I mean, I didn't really think I'd ever see her again. It's like, she was really nice and all, but, there's other stuff, but, no, it wasn't like a thing,
I'm sorry, man.
We have to
I'm
set
really
this
rooting
right.
for ya.
Yeah, got a root for me. I already did, all the rooting was done. Wait.
All right,
He gives a thumbs up.
Now I'm rooting for you a lot less.
Why do you call it rooting?
Yeah.
You okay, Dani?
Dani just takes a really long drink.
Does she say anything, or just kind of like ignore it for a moment?
Just kind of ignore it for a moment and see if he moves on.
You kind of ignore it and see if like his drunkenness will move on. His smile kind of fades a little bit, and he doesn't look at you. You see that as he finds the courage to say it, he will not look at you for fear of losing it. And then instead he says, instead of looking at you, he says, I'm not stupid, Dani. What happened to you? Something happened.
Oh. My heart. Nothing you need to worry about. I'm fine. Crew's fine. Everything ended fine.
I hate it when you do your auto impression.
Oh!
I thought this was a party.
I'm having a great time.
Ooh!
You've had 3 seasons where it wasn't the Dani season.
Oh!
We had a bit of rough patches, but the crew pulls through. It really is fine, right? You don't gotta worry about it.
We are one gunner. There's not many of us left, Dani.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Cheers to that.
Half-heartedly raises his glass. I hope you have a good rest of the party, and I'll see you when you come back to the heap, like always, right?
I'll always come back to the heap, dude.
Alright, good. We can go throw up a little bit.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, can you, there's so much cool shit in here that I think you got illegally, so can you aim for, like, just the most expensive looking pot in here? I think it would be funny.
Oh, I was gonna do a toilet, but you think it's a good joke, I'll do that joke instead.
Good man. Pat on the back.
Starts to go off.
I'm gonna...
sees a fucking, what's the word, the constructs. But, like, iron golem. She's an iron golem, and is with, like, hollow armor thing. Is like, walks
You
around
need
behind
to
it.
tell that man you died. I swear to God. You need to tell him you died.
Scan the room real quick. If I see anyone else from the heap, be like, hey, I think Roy just threw up. You might want to...
Yeah, you go let Marnie know, and she's gonna go get on it. Virla, gather some drinks for your crew.
Yeah, I'll go seek him out. Hopefully they're all together already.
Casimir and Caleb are arguing right now.
Yes. Enrichment.
Aster's still just on the dance floor. Eden is now, like, sitting, and Sierra is, like, sitting next to her, like, just kind of, like, happy.
Alright, I'm gonna go in order to Caleb, Aster, and then Sierra and Eden. I'll go to Caleb and be like, you want to help me round up the rest of them?
Thank God.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Just like waves away to Casimir, and goes off to help you. Yeah, you guys go, and Aster doesn't like fully recognize you're hanging out for a second, so you just take her by the hands. She notices what's going on. You guys lead her off, and go sit at a table with your other 2 crew. The five of you guys
I'll-
together.
I'll offer everyone a drink and say, I don't think we really, in spite, in the middle of all of sort of the logistics, let's call it, I never really gave an opportunity to celebrate what happened and what we achieved. And since we're at a party, I figured this might be an opportune moment. To your health.
Everyone kind of looks around. Caleb will jump on to say, and he says, 5 of us together again. Better circumstances than the last time, and
Shit.
definitely better than the one before it.
Could I have gotten a 6th drink? I'm so sorry.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Action
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. That's for Emerson.
Aww.
Yeah, you place it down. Everyone recognizes what it's for. He says, 5 of us together again. Better circumstances than the last time, and definitely better than the time before. Let's keep that trend up.
I have an odd request. If for as long as you'll indulge it.
Sierra nods eagerly.
I talked to Maxim. He said that I was more or less the same as what I was before. Are there... I'm looking for embarrassing stories about me. I'm looking for any discrepancies about me versus the one you see before you now. I'm letting this be an opportunity to mourn the old Virla, and perhaps allow all of us to bury him.
Holding up a sign that says "Roast me."
Kinda, yeah.
You see, Eden jumps on and says, honestly, I feel like this is more words than I've exchanged with you since you took us out than when you were on the ship. Always stowed away. Felt like reading or working on your little balls.
Was I friendly at least, or was I just introverted?
Eden goes like, eh, and Caleb goes, she wouldn't know friendly if it bit her in the ass. You were plenty friendly, just preoccupied.
Sure.
But we all were. We all had,
Right.
a job to do. But, yeah, I remember... Even after all the time, you had a bad time sort of joining the group. I mean, not that you necessarily stuck out too much in that. He looks over at Eden and says, even Dexter was sort of a lone wolf kind of vibe for a long time. But, yeah. I feel like you're always sitting up too straight. Is it too specific? You're
No.
sitting just
Am I doing
too
that now?
straight.
I'm now super hyper aware of how I'm sitting.
You become immediately aware of it. He's like, no. It's actually, I noticed it. You hear, there's like a quiet moment where you've been like, can we put the old me to bed? It's this kind of like, everyone's trying to make do with what they can. And there's this kind of like, kind of tense, quiet moments. People eye the extra drink for Emerson. Sierra goes, you were never very funny before, honestly.
What does that mean?
Mommy, you weren't very funny. I like you now. You're much funnier.
Well, that's nice. Thank you, Sierra. I'll be honest, I don't know if I try to be funny. I need to make that clear. I'm just me.
Me neither. It just happens.
Hey, cheers.
You guys cheer. Aster has just been like kind of looking between each of you as you speak. Touches her glass and kind of slides it to the middle of the table in like a... She's cheersing, but she's not picking up and lifting it. There's just kind of like this weird vibe to it. And she slides it to the middle and she goes, to the ones that are gone, Virla and Emerson and everyone else who's still here, including Virla.
Thank you. I raise my glass and I join in.
Everyone else takes a drink except Aster. Eden says, by the way, we just got done talking about it, and Aster thinks that she's ready to head to Elysium to square with all that, and she's going to need a guide, so...
I was going to ask. I was speaking with Vhas earlier, and he said that you two had done the job you were supposed to, and so I was going to ask what was next for you.
And more than. I mean, it was what I needed, and sometimes what you need is something you hate, sort of like a medicine situation. So,
I get that.
I'm ready to move on from that. But,
well,
if you need us, you know where to find
I can think
us.
of no better guide then.
Well, of course not. Why do you think Emerson picked me?
That's exactly... Yeah, that's my sentiment exactly. All of you are extremely, supremely qualified in the things that you have been chosen to do, and... Yeah.
He didn't go with second choices. I'll say that about him. Didn't take no for an answer.
I'm not going to press that. Maybe another time.
Hopefully a lot of other times, Caleb says.
Agreed. I know that we'll be in
Come
different
visit often.
I
Save
would
me from the
like
hellhole
to.
that is my life living at Casimir's.
Yeah.
I joke. It's about 1,000 times better than anything that's happened to me in the last couple of years, so it's still a relief. But, oh my god, the man makes like a strangling motion.
I've
with
only
his
met him the
hands.
once before, coming back with you, and I already picked up that vibe. Actually, you can hold this against him. I don't know if he's ever mentioned this to you. We found him locked in the cupboard. He locked
Oh,
himself.
no, he didn't mention that. That's...
Yeah. He locked himself in the cupboard. No, well...
You could
in
have
a
given me
roundabout
1,000 platinum. That would have been the second best thing I received tonight.
Yeah. Well, wait, what? What was the first best thing?
The thing you just told me.
Oh. No, okay. Right.
Alright. So here it goes. He's still slow sometimes.
Whatever, like, I don't know, personality Virla has built up for himself is now being, like, it's like you meet up with your old friends from middle school and they just, like, remind you how much of a fucking scrub you used to be. That's kind of the vibe that Virla's getting, and honestly, he's for it. He likes it.
It's a little bit of the roasting, but they're happy to have you.
Yeah.
You guys have a quiet drink. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Yeah, Dani, like, kind of sorrowfully looks over towards Virla and his old crew and kind of doing stuff. And then out of the corner of her eye, she notices that Davion is here, and I gotta go make fun of that bastard.
Yes!
So I'll sidle up
You
as...
walk over Davian.
I would like to...
Black with gold buttons. Lots of detail, really done up all the way to the collar. His hair is like perfectly coiffed, spiraling gazelle horns.
It survived the fight? He's all good?
Yeah, no, he honestly looks really good after having just fought.
Yeah, I'm gonna as stealthily
You
as
know that
possible
he, like,
sidle up behind him.
Manny
and then
Petty
very
when he got back to
loudly-
civilization, like the whole
What's
work.
roll stealth?
Yeah, of course. Stealth is
He
happening.
for sure prestidigitation himself after that fight to make sure he was pristine.
Yeah, it is my stealth plus. Natural 20.
Let's fucking
That
go.
would be a natural one.
It's
Let's
poetic.
fucking
So
go.
whatever you would like to do, I would like to do it right now.
Just like as quietly as I possibly can, drink in hand, pop up behind him like, heard you got your ass handed to you by more mushrooms.
Shit! Things have changed greatly from the last time that we saw me fight, clearly, because I handled those mushrooms with grace and great skill, actually. So, if I recall, you could not see anything of what was going on from the other side of your big wall of mushrooms.
Yeah, we were just killing the lich behind it. No problem.
Yes. Too bad they had to interrupt the wedding. I'm sure perhaps if someone was more on top of it, then they could have prevented from such a thing from happening.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're out there in the Planescape having great adventures constantly. You just kind of get a bunch of people gunning for you that you just gotta be ready to deal with.
See, I always take care of my enemies so that they are no longer hanging around to get vengeance on me.
Yeah, that's nice. You got your ship here? I'd love to take a look at it and kind of get into this party stuff.
Ooh.
Oh my god! You were dueling with
glass
blades and you
shatters.
just fucking pull out like a bazooka.
Glass shatters. David says, "Actually, we are the weeping wound is currently under the possession of someone else in the time being, but I'll be reclaiming it fairly soon. And so after that, perhaps you may take a look at it if you're so keen.
I like to insight check that.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, roll inside.
Bold
check.
to
Roll
assume
perception.
Davion is gonna get his ship back on his own.
He just shattered the glass in his hand, and you're like, there's something more to what he's telling me.
Yeah, 19.
What'd you say?
19.
19. I'm gonna use one of his unluckies to re-roll his roll. Okay, no, it's low.
Amazing.
You be yeah, no, he lost his ship. He doesn't know where it is.
You lost it?
It was stolen from me. It was stolen.
You let someone steal one of the single most valuable things that you can have and ride on in this planescape? You just let them
I
take
did not
it?
let them steal. Let me tell you how it went down. Athos and I are on the hunt for a foe in the business.
Skip to the part where you lost a whole spelljammer.
There was a Nautilus. We were fighting on it. We took the ship to get up there, and then when it was plane shifting away, I fell off, and Athos also jumped off of it. And when they plane shifted away, it turns out that they took the ship as well, which I did not realize was possible. I sort of assumed they would get left behind.
You call yourself a captain and
it's-
you wouldn't even go down with your ship.
I went down. Believe me, I went. It was,
I don't mean
I fell very
directionally. I
hard
feel
onto
like
the
that couldn't have been any less clear.
You know, the ship is still around. It's just not sunk or anything. It's not destroyed. So I simply have to get. You know, this is important. You know, we have a new goal. You know, this quest that Athos and I have been on has been ever evolving, and as it has continued on, first we were tracking this thing, and then we found out what this thing is, and we attacked it. And now we have to get my ship back. This is all part of being a campaigner. I'm sure that you are very aware.
You still walking around calling yourself a captain even though you don't have a ship anymore?
I have not introduced myself as captain since I lost the ship. No.
At least you're
It stinks.
mildly honorable. You said it was a Nautilus that took your ship?
Yes, indeed. If you can imagine such a thing.
God, not again.
This is Virla made reference to the fact that you had perhaps run into such a thing in the past.
Yeah, I punched a hole in the wall of one and rescued our friend from it. We also got our ship in and out of it in one piece, so it's not impossible. The ship might still be alive. There might be hope.
I'm sure that there's very much. It springs eternal within me. No.
Oh, you sweet summer child. Have you there? They got mushrooms in the past apps. I don't know if you want to maybe try and see if you can't get some.
I've actually
on
had my fill of
skewer.
mushrooms for today. If you can actually imagine.
Really? Yeah. You got a little lichen on your foot.
I meant for it to be there.
I like that he has a spine now. This is a fun development. Hanging out with Athos has changed this man.
Has it? Has it?
Kinda, yeah.
He's matching blows.
Yeah.
Danny's feeling pretty okay with this whole interaction.
I am very skilled in the art of the riposte, if you do not know. So.
Alright, he lost my respect.
I mean, I don't know how good your riposte can be if your ship still got stolen anyway. It feels like that's when you should counterattack.
You know how many men I had to kill? You know how many men I killed on that ship? Scores. Scores of men.
They're all squid guys.
They were not squid guys. They were being controlled by the squid guys. I assume, or someone else as well in the ship, perhaps. They were Artlings, so have been taken from. The ship was eating. First of all, the ship was eating dinosaurs, and second, they were kidnapping Artlings, and there was like a great many of them that came to fight us. I killed 3 with one blow.
Insight check.
You can believe me or not. You can ask Athos if you please. He is not one to over-exaggerate things.
He actually has some shit to back up his lofty claims now.
16, and I'm gonna flash of genius to add 4 to see if he's lying about having killed all these guys on the ship.
Oh, he's telling the truth. He probably hasn't killed scores, but he killed a bunch of them, and he was telling the truth. He's just being kind of a showboat about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, if another Nautilus showed up, like, right now, you'd you'd have that handled, right?
I would take them. With one arm tied behind my back.
Yes. Yeah. How drunk
Either
is
one,
he?
I do not care.
Alright, so when we inevitably run into this thing out there, we should give you a call.
Please, I'll be there immediately. I might need a ride, though.
I was gonna say, I don't know how you plan on getting there.
I would simply need a ride. This is not a problem at all.
Hey. Oh my god, maybe I could just be captain. This fucking guy could do it.
The universal experience
Is Vera
of this
Mr.
mook is qualified.
What did you say?
Do you think that you could perhaps be a better captain than Virla? He seems to be very competent.
Virla's not the captain of the ship. We don't have one currently. We just sort of.
This is sort of a new age thing where you have no one in charge. You just sort of freewheel it and you, take votes on what we should be doing?
Usually things just sort of happen to us. So far, we've broken into and out of the Gith stronghold, fought an ancient dragon whose minions then came and crashed this wedding, and then we dealt with the first Nautilus, which might actually be your Nautilus again. Just so many.
Both makes it the first Nautilus. There have been many Nautiluses, I assume. Nautiloid?
Did it have a hole in one of the walls? Did you see?
I was not on the inside. I was fighting on the decks.
Yeah. Stuff happens to us. We always deal with it.
Stuff happens to you. These are not things you have sought out. To fight a dragon, to rescue a friend, to visit a Githyanki capital. These are all things that just happen to you. You perhaps stumble upon. These are not things that you make active decisions that lead you down these paths.
I mean, there's decision making involved. There's plans and plots and whatnot. But
this is not what you're telling me. You're telling me that you're a very go with the flow, very spineless person who just ends up in these situations.
And yet, every single time the universe throws a curveball at me, I somehow manage to keep my ship from getting eaten.
Well, to each their own. At least I could say that I was captain of my ship for the short term that I was in possession of it.
And then you lost it.
Apparently, none of you could say that.
Then you lost the ship. You lost us.
Temporarily.
You were gifted.
Temporarily is an important word you should have.
Gifted a spelljammer, one of the single rarest and hardest to come across things in the entire Planescape. And you lost it.
And how hard and rare to come across is a dance in this place? What do you think?
That depends. Have you been able to find your spelljammer in the last 30 seconds?
No, I suppose not.
Great, now I have to leave all that silence and in the fucking edit.
Competent Davion is an asshole. It's not a
I
good
like
look on him.
Competent Davion. This is great.
It's not a good look on him.
Dani will just chug her drink and be like, you can ask me next time if you found your ship by then.
I only dance with captains of
perhaps
ships.
we'll
Only dance with captains.
Same. He gives a nod, hand on sword, and stalks off to go join Athos.
Watch out for the hors d'oeuvres! They're fungal.
I think we'd have learned.
The party begins to wrap up. Finbar's family member are totally down to clown for hours. Like, they're gonna hold down the fort party-wise. But you see the monks. Enoch gets ready to go. He explains that they're all going to return back to Limbo, and so at this point, it's time for them to get going.
Perfect.
Are any of the
Party with the
Furbolg
Fearbolgs.
kids who we taught all the little traps and stuff to?
Oh, yeah, they're all here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't have a no kids at your wedding policy.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
This open bar.
You hear Hira gets up, magically enhances their voice, claps, spreads hands, and says, "My friends, ladies, gentlemen." Looks out into the audience, gives a wink, and says, "Charming cats. The party is... Well, the end of the party is nigh. In just a few short minutes, I will be taking Finbar and Elyse away to their honeymoon. So please feel free to say your goodbyes now and wish a happy honeymoon to the happy couple."
Kyana's gonna pop up out of the crowd of Fearbolgs and bounce on a few people until she gets to Finbar, and then just give him a big hug.
You guys can have the last goodbye to Finbar if you want. A lot of people go
Yeah.
up and congratulate he and Elyse. Professional people from the Searing Tongue show up. A lot of friends. The Fearbolgs take a long time, and then you guys eventually cycle through. Other people are still partying, but now the acceptance that this party is going to be coming to an end rather shortly is upon them. Pardon me. Elyse comes up, gives each of you guys a hug, a kiss on the cheek, and says, "Thank you, guys. This day was honestly pretty good. Better than I could have expected."
Thank
Hand
you,
on her shoulder.
Elyse.
Remember that it is okay to scream. You can let it out. It's your day.
I'm gonna let something out if you don't stop.
Anytime you need somebody punched, you know who to call, man.
All right, before things get a little bit
Finn.
too off the rails, I did want to let you know, Elyse. I don't know if you recall the conversation that we had a few months ago. It was with the whole ordeal around the Storge and the circumstances under which the ring would be used. I don't know if Finbar ever filled you in, but I ended up using the wish ring on something not too dissimilar with what you would have done. And I don't think I would have been able to do it if it wasn't for the conversation I had with you. So, thank you. It ultimately turned out well. I know that it might not have been the same if you had used it for what you wanted to, but I just wanted to thank you.
You throw a lot of heavy information on her very quickly. She nods,
You didn't
takes it in stride.
Tell
Says,
her?
What did I need it for? I got my wish.
As she says that, you recognize that the ring on her finger is actually
Yeah. I knew that.
wish ring.
Hey, isn't that the
Finbar
wish?
has an identical.
She gives you a kiss, Finbar, on the cheek, and is going to give you guys privacy to say whatever you're going to say.
Well, y'all, it's been good. It's been good.
Just big hug.
Aw.
Kyana's about as drunk as she was the last time she partied with the Furbolgs, so...
And Finbar cries. It's just big
Yeah,
old
Vyrla's
hug.
crying. Yeah, hell
Well,
yeah.
now Kyana's crying, too.
Dani
Great.
is pretending that she's
Dani.
not
Get
crying.
in here,
Checked her
Dani.
eyeliner. It will be running.
Hey, wait! 22 passive insight, perception. I see that. No, I see that too. Finbar doesn't say anything. He sees
You
it.
got to get one last perception use in there.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh.
I don't know, any parting words? It's not parting, it's just... This is the end of an era, I think.
Yeah. But it just means y'all get to start a new one, and
As do you.
try to have fun out there.
You too.
Yeah.
Where are you going for your honeymoon again? What did you settle on?
I forgot what I told you. But
You
It's
said
okay,
part
you're
of your
drunk, it's
plan.
alright. I understand.
You're going to the material plane?
oh right,
You know,
yes,
all the
yes.
best caves down there.
Taking her to the material plane. Correct. Yeah. We're gonna
All
go.
the best caves.
We're gonna
You
go.
know, the cave you
Hole,
were in
sweet hole.
left.
Remember, you gotta watch out for the little stabby ones. They're usually poison. Other than that, it's fine.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. It's good
Yeah.
to know. Fantastic.
And just don't go to Menzo Baranzan. It's bad there.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna be underground for a whole lot. Apparently, there's a lot to do above ground. You know, big city called
Turns out the
Waterdeep.
material plane is mostly like stuff above the ground.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna go to Waterdeep, travel around up and down the Sword Coast, probably other places as well.
Here they do
Apparently,
a lot of
time
there.
it don't do the weird time thing like the Feywild. So I don't know how long we're gonna be there. And then when we get back, we're gonna be here in Sybil. So please come visit. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys always have a room on the ship if you want it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. And Dani, don't blow anything up.
I will not make that promise. You have to understand.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, Finbar's gonna peel away.
Oh, I'm gonna give you guys the chocolate. I almost forgot. I'm so sorry. It got a little
yes.
itchy in the fight, but have fun.
A
One more
beautiful
hug.
chocolate
One more
bar,
hug. Fuck, man.
to be discovered how to use it by you guys. But actually, you guys are chefs. You would recognize this memory chocolate and the profound emotional experience that can be gained from using it. So
Finbar has a giant smile on his face, and he says, "Okay, Kyana, thank you. I appreciate that. I know
Kobold
exactly
guy
how I'm
is so
gonna
good.
use this."
Great. Don't tell me. Have a good honeymoon.
Don't tell me.
I don't know if I like the tone of that.
All right, yeah.
Finbar,
One more hug.
you go with Elyse. Hold hands.
More hugs.
Kira puts a hand on both of your shoulders and is going to plane shift you to the prime material plane. Puts his hands on his shoulders. Good night, all. Everin, you're in charge. Vanishes. Everin looks around. Huge mess. Fantastic.
Can I take Kyana and Dani's hands? Just like one hand
Yeah,
in each.
totally.
Just like I'm really emotional about this.
Virla also gets a hug.
I assume Dani gets wrapped into this and like sort of like a fruit roll-up situation.
At this point, you're getting like the astral arms are coming out just for all the
Yeah.
hugging I need to do today, so you're getting the hug too.
Big arms bring in everyone.
Hurrah.
The end of an era, but new and exciting things on the horizon. Party's still going on, though. If there's anything else you guys want to do, the vibe changes as it hits to a more relaxed Second Age of Ultron reference for the night. Like, people are, like, you know, like, starting to sit around, like, with drinks, and, like, you know, ties are loosened.
Excelsior.
You know, people, hair is like that, you know, people are just chilling now. So, do you guys want to, like, hang out, talk to anyone specifically, or what's up?
Dani will have a drink with the Heap crew if they're all hanging around. It's nothing like too
Yeah, they're
specific
still
in there.
all
but
hanging
just,
here.
Like, vibing with the old team a little bit, being like the dynamic she's familiar with, just catching up.
Yeah, everyone's there. You have a drink with them.
I
Kinda turn to
imagine
Kyana,
a lot of the furbolgs have shuffled out, including Love, and Vhas doesn't have anything to do. So he's going to awkwardly shuffle in next to Dani and the rest of the crew, the rest of the Heat members. Yes! And he's going to be like, well, nice little family you got here.
Please inflict yourself on auto. I'm desperate to see what this looks like.
If you're...
And who are you, Slim?
Me? Oh. Bloodless Vhas at your service. Champion of Ysgard, if you're in need of an adventure. No one best from that plane.
Bloodless. Okay. This is why we don't leave brass, he says to the rest of them.
Come on. Okay, well, mates, look. I need work, okay? I've got no gold. I'm in this city in who knows where the hell this is, you know? Give me something here.
Do you know how to cook?
Vhas turns to
I
you.
love it. We need a cook. That's just it. That's it. No.
I know how to make cereal.
With water.
Oh, disgusting.
With water?
If that's what you want. Yeah. Why not? Although, we need bowls. It's like, wait, what? There's a kitchen around here? I'll be right back. I'll audition, put on the whole thing for you.
No. I want to see how this plays out.
You see,
Girl's not there,
Vhas,
but
he
he
stands
fuck
up,
up, he can do
he
whatever he wants.
stumbles out of the room and into the kitchen, and you just hear banging and clattering.
Yeah, he's like 300% vodka by volume right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not good.
Daniel just to the Heap circle be like, judging by how our crew usually acquires members, I have a sinking suspicion that might be a new traveling companion of sorts. I think you tripped again.
Well, make sure he knows how much you get paid.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone is very aware of how much or how little we make at any given day.
Alright. You guys... Dani gets last word there. And yeah, I'm gonna keep asking until everyone waves it on.
I think I just kind of stuck with Kyana. If she's down for another drink, we'll go to the bar. But I will eventually
go
say,
wrong?
I'm sorry I wasn't able to get a hold of Ione.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't
mean-
know if your astral arms. That's just you, right? That's not the other members of the old monastery.
Oh,
That's
some of
just
them could
unique.
do it. It was they didn't
The
look
other
like
ones
mine.
could. Yeah, the other ones could summon astral like around their bodies, but Kyana was the only one who summons like another being, basically, like long
Yeah.
kind of monster arms that are kind of disembodied from her. The other ones, you fought them and stuff. Like they can like summon like gold, like what's the word I'm looking for? Psionic energy around their fists to
Gotcha.
augment their attacks, but it was different.
Really? They don't. Huh. Interesting. I guess it's not
Yeah,
just
they all
way
dealt
of the
force
astral
damage
self
and
again.
stuff. They would, yeah. I mean, they're like, think of them as way the astral self light, right? You're a
Mm.
Kalishtar, which gives you all this extra stuff. They were like, yeah, I punch better.
Yeah. So they couldn't do the extra arms. It was just like a sleeve, and they didn't look like mine. But
Oh. Well, that dashes a theory that I had. I did actually no. This doesn't make sense. I was able to cast sending to you. I'm pretty sure. I was
Yeah.
wondering if it was a monk astral arms thing, but
shouldn't be. My guess is
suppose
she's
it's-
somewhere weird. I mean, I don't really know how this stuff works. But it's like there's that weave that's everywhere, right? But maybe it's not everywhere. If there's places where it's not, you couldn't reach her, right?
I suppose hypothetically.
I mean, Virla, you've seen places where there's no weave.
Yeah, that is true.
So wait, am I correct about this? I don't know shit about how this
Just
works.
pointing out that does exist.
Okay.
By its nature, I've never been able to test that out. Well, or maybe I have. I don't know. Do you think
hope
this is
she's
something
okay.
worth pursuing, or do you think this is kind of something that'll just come up at us when the time is ripe?
I mean, I'm not sure how we could pursue it. You're kind of the only way I know how to find people across. I mean, we could find Cressida. Although that feels like we're reducing to another problem. Because I don't
well,
see her.
That's a whole different issue, which
Yeah.
actually reminds me I should probably go talk to Davion and Athos and at least let them know about Cressida. Because I'm sure the Cressida would be very interested to hear from them.
Oh, about the ship. Yeah.
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 Gotcha.
Sorry, I've been talking business this whole night. This is a fucking party. I'm so sorry. Cheers.
Oh, no, it's great. I got it all my partying. The Fearbolgs are so fun. They
Oh, yeah, I
really
saw.
know how
That was-
partying works. Yeah. We got
That
a
was quite the
stack of
time.
them. There were like 3 Fearbolgs high for a while there. Surprising
high
you could
up.
balance on those guys.
I can only imagine.
Oh,
but anyway.
man.
If you were
I-
hanging around with the Furbolgs, you would have definitely ran into Finbar's parents who were here.
Yes.
Oh yes, Finbar's parents who I forgot. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So his dad,
I've seen all the pictures of baby Finbar now.
yes,
Aw.
his dad is Moise, and he's got like a full beard and a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, like square person on the shorter side for a Furbolg, maybe like 6'2", around.
That's
6
very
feet.
short for a fur.
Right, yeah.
And then his mom is Fiona, who's got very long golden hair. While Finbar's more of like a bluish gray, she's more of like a brownish complexion. Very straight hair. She has these obsidian black earrings, and of course the same golden eyes. She's much taller than her husband. Around 7'2",
We love
7'3".
Aw. I have been partying with Finbar's parents.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, I know, I suppose saying goodbye to Finbar, not to mention all the shit that's been happening over like the last few months, Virila's a little out of it. I don't know if I ever really appreciated or even like acknowledged or communicated. Just thank you. You know,
Me?
you normally people, or at least me at least, if someone asks me to do something, I usually like to know why. You know, usually the stuff that I end up doing is because it's for some greater purpose or general good or well-being, or you just jumped into it, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that. I don't know
Well-
if many people ever do, especially to effective strangers, you know, nearly a year ago at this point. Just thank you.
I mean, I spent like a really long time just doing stuff that people told me because I didn't know there was other stuff I could be doing. I like this stuff a lot better.
Yeah, me too. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink. Well, yeah, I think I'll just spend the rest of my time drinking at the bar, either with Kyana or if Kyana wants to do something else.
How's that cereal
Eventually, I
bar?
do want to at least tell Davion and Athos about Cressida. I don't think he's going to try and like arrange a meeting because he's assuming if Cressida didn't make it, then she's kind of busy with something. But
Gotcha.
he at
Do
least
you have
wants
a
to let them
sending
know
spell
that
you could try to fire off to her, or are you out?
I could. Yeah, I
Okay.
could. Yeah, fuck it. I'll try it. A sending spell to Cressida.
Cool. What do you say? And do you want to do this before or after you go talk to Davian and Athos?
I'll do it before. I'll do it right
I would
now,
for sure
actually.
suggest it at the bar if we're talking
Yeah.
about like, it's weird she didn't show up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sitting at the bar, yeah, you see David and Athos are across, like talking to each other. Nell is curled up asleep on a chair. Danny's with the rest of the heap. A lot of people have started to file off at this point. Eden has taken Aster already. Casimir and Sierra and Caleb are still here, but yeah, go ahead, fire off your sending.
Cressida, missed you at the wedding. I'm sure you have more important things that you're up to. Davion and Athos. Hit me up to learn more about them. They know something about the Mind Flayers.
Click to see more.
Good luck with whatever it is you're doing.
You can play this message.
You receive no response, but it's reminiscent less of the Ione, where you felt like the spell failed, and more of the time you called Kyana and she was unconscious, and so you couldn't like get a message. You couldn't get a response back. Like it feels like it goes, but doesn't stay. Or doesn't. You don't get. It feels like it sends, but you don't get a reply back.
So, like, do I know that it's because Cressida is unconscious, or it's just that, like, she is in a
She didn't
precarious...
answer. Like it
Yeah,
worked,
okay.
and she didn't answer you.
Alright, I relay that to Kyana. Like, I got nothing. It's... Something tells me that either she's currently in the middle of something where she physically cannot speak, or she's unconscious. She could be sleeping, but
People do
it's
that.
Cressida.
Yeah, she doesn't
Well,
do
she's
that very
announced,
much.
so actually she doesn't.
So that's bad. That's kind of what I figured might be happening. I feel like she wouldn't miss a party if she,
I
unless she had
agree.
to.
I agree. She came to our birthday.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Man. So we should go rescue her, right?
probably. Is she still
Cool.
in... I mean, this is depending if she's still in Avernus or not. She might have moved somewhere else.
Rescue?
Yeah, it's... Oh,
What-
Vhas! Where'd you
It
come
is
from?
rude to eavesdrop.
Does he
Is
have
that cereal and water?
You see him, he's walked out of the kitchen. He's got a pot of water in his hands. He's got another pot on his head.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no.
impressive.
And
Balancing or turned upside down like a helmet?
That's kind of hard with the gift ponytail, too. Like, head's got to be at a funky angle.
on his head. He can't balance. He doesn't
There were
have
no
that level of
lampshades.
coordination right now. He has no coordination right now.
Perfect.
He kind of puts the pot of water on the ground and says, "Well, I know a thing or two about rescue missions. I'm in."
Cool. Do you know about finding
don't-
people across the planescape?
Oh, I thought you
Okay,
guys come
cool.
up with the plan. I come and I rescue.
No, yeah, that's good. That's
Sorry,
good. It's just
hold
a
on.
quick- what's
We've
up?
interacted. We've gone on one adventure, one rescue mission, and you were the one that got rescued.
Right. Now I got me sword. So
He did come rescue us too a little bit. Remember?
When was this?
It just happened
If I,
when they showed up, and then
We would have been fine. We would have been fine without him.
I don't know. He was my flanking buddy. Made it a lot easier to hit that lady.
spotting from across the room that Vhas has stopped with the cereal to talk to the crew. Daniel,
Yeah.
like, excuse me, something like, "Oh, yeah, what's this? What's happening? What are you?" Pots,
we're
what's going
planning
on?"
a rescue mission. Would you like to come?
What the fuck are you doing? You have no stake in this.
I think
Who
Cressida
are
is
you
normal.
to talk
Ariel is
about
so
these
bent out of
plans?
shape.
Look, Cressida is normally a person we go to when we need to find people, but now we need to find Cressida, so I don't know.
Yeah,
feel
so
like we
unless
could
you
use
have
help.
like a metal spider that can find people or something.
Ooh,
you
can
know?
you do a sending to Lula? Can Lula send?
Funny you should mention that. Because it's at this point that you hear a scraping metal sound
Oh,
Oh,
that echoes
no.
through the
oh,
room.
girl.
That was
And
me.
as you all turns, like, everyone kind of stops and looks over what's happening, the few people who are left. And as you see pulling through the doorway, you see a 7-legged spider, one kind of off on the side, so really just 6 to carry her. You see a Lula walk in alone and walks directly to Kyana, who she's able to track, and stop dead right in front of Kyana.
It's cool, guys. She's got an invitation. Can I mind link with Lula? Does she have a mind?
Mind link with
Lula's
Lula.
Holy shit, is Lula an intelligent creature?
Can I heal Lula?
The weird little dude's one shot would indicate, perhaps.
Give me a second. I think that you might be able to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me. Okay, hold on.
Do the Lula voice, Austin.
What was the voice again? It's bit, I didn't
It's kind of like Sierra. You have like one voice for a large lady.
Sierra, honestly.
Gotcha. Let's see. It understands Abyssal, Elvish, and Undercommon, but can't speak.
If she can understand language,
yeah, then I think it works.
let me just make super extra sure.
She's a construct, so your healing spells actually don't work. on her.
I'll use some more.
Alright,
But
fair
mending wood?
Pop,
yeah.
pop. You know.
Mending wood. If Dani wants to immediately start, that takes a few
Dani
minutes.
will
but
first be like, is there like a 4-year-old kid nearby?
The creature must be
Yeah.
able
Yeah.
to
She'll
understand
take, like,
at least one language.
Coat check, take it
It
out of her
does-
Doesn't
she
need
pocket.
to be
does
able to
underst-
speak. And if she can speak telepathically, yeah.
She does understand.
Yeah, can you take this ticket,
Alright.
go get my jacket out of the check, then start popping mendings.
He goes
vibing
to
with
get
the
your
giant
jacket
spider.
with the Baronian Fluctuator. You mind link. It's you've never mind linked with a construct before, and it's strange because as
Yeah,
you
I guess
do,
those guys in Mechanist didn't count because they're just
Well,
living
it's-
beings of order.
I was gonna say that's an excellent point. They are constructs. I should say you have. Or what I should say is you have linked with a construct, but that there's something unique about her because she is in fact a demon soul trapped within a construct body. So there's a weird achieving telepathic communication with her is kind of like jumping onto a mechanical bull while it's going.
Oh!
So like you're able to do it because you're good at this, but like
feisty.
yeah, there's a weird like, you know, between being this chaos creature and this construct, it's technically possible, but there's like these weird 2 layers of interference that are kind of throwing off communication, but you're able to do it. What do you say as you link with her?
What happened, girl? Where's Cressida?
Is stuck in the well?
You hear her say back, "It's real bad. You gotta save her."
Okay. Good
And
news
that's where we're
that
gonna go ahead and end this episode.
Okay. Good news, guys. We
Three of
have our
us,
findy guy
Loveless
back.
Boss goes home. It's gonna be great.
What? Okay. All right. Yeah.
No,
well,
he's real
I'll-
good at fighting mind flayers. We should bring him. I'm assuming. I'm stereotyping, actually. Forget I said that. I'm real
actually-
drunk.
Hey, only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I'm not monk enough to
Next
be immune to
episode, we
poison
decide
yet.
if we'll bring Davion
God,
and
we're all
Atlas,
so
I guess.
drunk, and now we're gonna stage a rescue mission.
It's gonna be great.
Right now, right this second.
I'm just
Up
kind
to
of
you guys.
assuming time is of the essence.
That's the kind of thing you're gonna have to discuss next episode.
Yeah.
Wow, what a time! I hope everyone enjoyed.
Yes.
I've been so excited for this wedding for so long. And
That's
now we get to
super
change
fun,
things
man.
up.
One
I think
last
if
party
Lula
for
follows me
Finbar,
home
so-
one more time, I get to keep her.
Oh, goodbye, Finbar. I'm actually getting. I'm really emotional about
I am
this.
okay. I'll save commentary for later, but I'm glad with Finbar from getting a proper ending.
I'm glad you
All right.
survived this wedding. I was
He
real
got out,
worried.
man. He got out.
I know. I'm looking. I'm like, man, you could just drop someone unconscious with this character. They're poisoned. That's awesome.
I like how that is clearly
scary.
only mechanically there because it is so dramatic to have a character just get one-shot KO'd in a fight, but it's so hard to chip damage high-level players down.
Yeah.
So it's just
just
like, there's
good
gotta be a
design.
way to just knock them out just immediately.
But that's the kind of stuff we'll talk about in a Q&A.
Oh, stay
For now,
tuned.
See you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you next week for the next installment in Rolling with Difficulty: The Adventures of the Crew with Aspera.
Woo!
Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rolling with Difficulty. The crew of the Per Aspera will return next week for another thrilling installment, but if you miss us before then, you can visit us on Rolling with Difficulty's Discord linked in the show notes below. Got any questions, comments, or concerns? Feel free to email us at rollwithdifficulty@gmail.com. If you enjoyed the show, please rate us and leave a review on your preferred podcast platform. And if you really enjoyed the show, consider becoming a patron for even more exclusive content, like art from the cast, stories about NPCs, and homebrew like the Bard College of Feast subclass. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the show and listening, and we'll catch you out on the Astral Sea.